just grin and bear. It's all I seem to do. Starting to think that this is the best way to stop me from falling down the mountainside. Just grin and bear. She always asks me and I don't speak. She always tells me to take that leap. When will I learn to listen to the one that cares? Makes me overturn. Makes me overturn. Just grin and bear. It's all I seem to do. Starting to realize the error of my way. Maybe I should talk and not hide, and not let my problems subside. She always asks me and I don't speak. She always tells me to take that leap. When will I learn to listen to the one that cares? It makes me overturn. Makes me overturn. Just grin and bear. It's all I ever did, and now I've realized. She always asks me and I don't speak. She always tells me to take that leap. When will I learn to listen to the one that cares? Makes me overturn. Makes me overturn. Makes me overturn.
Alright, it is Tuesday. We're playing Red Dead Undead Nightmare because I couldn't do a third day straight of Lord of the Rings Gollum. I think it would have killed me to try. But we'll get back to Undead Nightmare in about 6 minutes and 42 seconds. I'm Admiral Stupid and this has been your regularly scheduled audio check.
Tony's in his bedroom with a cup of tears. Thought he had your love, he wasn't even near, but it's alright. Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. Phil shrugs his shoulders and plays a fool. Everybody knows that he's really blue, but it's alright. Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. I know you're only having fun, but baby, look at what you've done in your calling card. It's breaking their hearts, yeah, your calling card. Leaves them lonely, your calling card. It's breaking their hearts, yeah, your calling card. Makes them want to cry. Boss rails against you with angry words. Can't disguise the fact that he's really hurt, but it's alright. Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. Doggy likes to brag how he had you there. Likes to play the lad, but he really cares, and it's alright. Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. You say you're only having fun, but baby, look at what you've done in your calling card. It's breaking their hearts, yeah, your calling card. Leaves them lonely, your calling card. It's breaking their hearts, yeah, your calling card. Makes them want to cry.
Nipple should be. Somebody pressed the wrong button. Oops. And that somebody is me. We're very professional here. Hello, I'm Admiral Stupid. Today is Tuesday, so it's time to get spooky. I started playing Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare, and we're going to get back to it. I have already forgotten where I'm at. Yeah, I don't remember what we did. I know we cleared out some graveyards for Seth, and I know that we acquired some of the West Dickens formula from himself, Nigel. Apparently I've got crumbs all over me. The time to check would have been before we started, huh? Now, this thing takes forever. This frickin' Rockstar launcher. It just takes approximately that long to start. Like, I don't know why. I don't know why it takes so frickin' long. Alright. We've got one of the 4 Horses of the Apocalypse. 3 left to get. And then I cannot remember the other shiz we're doing. I think we've got to kill all 4 types of zombies in 1 Deadeye meter. I think that's where we're at on that. Challenges. Explosive rifle. Kill 1 of each of the 4 undead types with the explosive rifle. Kill a flying bat with a tomahawk. Yeah. Kill 25 or more bruisers and 15 more retchers. Kill 1 of each of the 4 types of undead in 1 Deadeye meter. Okay. Explosive rifle. Right. What did it want exactly? 1 of each of the 4 types with the undead, with the explosive rifle. Okay, that's doable. Did we actually return to Seth after doing the mission? Also, we need to wait for Manzanita Post to come under attack again to rescue it, to even have a chance of getting tomahawks. But also filth and other entertainment. Plus we have to go save that place anyway. So that's what we'll go do right now. We'll be fine. Oh, that's right, we can't just go out the front door, right? Ladders around the outside. Ow. Yoo-hoo. My fiery steed. Let us go discover what's going on at the next waypoint. Oh wait, did we? Oh, yeah, because we noped out, didn't we? After getting attacked. Because I'd done 4 hours and was just like, I can't be arsed with this. I seem to remember that being the last thing I did. Was be like, fuck this.
Whoa there. Everlasting torment.
Regular United Army, ain't you?
Happy to even up the odds, partner.
You're welcome.
Let's go.
You want to ride or? No? Alright. hopefully when we go here, there'll be one of each zombie type to blow up. Not so sure about the retchers. We'll see. Easy. Leave me alone. Alright, fine. No. No, no, no. No, no, no. Fuck off. Alright. How? How? Okay. Nope. Dang it. Let's just run into something, shall we? Now, challenges. Kill each of the 4 types. So yeah, I should have just not killed a retcher, I assume, with the explosive rifle. Manzanita Post is under attack. It's good for us.
I'll kill every last one of
Okay.
them. Come on!
Alright.
See you next time around.
There's gotta be like one left. There we go.
Whoa! Let's go!
Okay, I think what we'll do is fast travel straight to Manzanita Post.
I don't know who I am anymore.
From here. Get ammo first, actually. Well, I presume they'll have ammo. Oh wait, 1 tomahawk. So you can find very small amounts of them. Okay. 1 fucking tomahawk. Christ.
That's just what I need.
Okay, well, could be worse. Okay. Oop, there we go. Right. We're going to... Well, Manzanita Post will be okay for a minute. We don't have to worry immediately. So let's go see what this question mark is over here. Is this the director? Oh, it is.
Oh, mother and children. No, save me. Come here, camera, come closer.
You okay, mister?
Mr. Marston. Well, I might have guessed you wouldn't have got the lurgy yet.
The lurgy.
Not yet. Trying to help my family.
Yes, quite the hobby of yours, that.
Sure. Listen, any idea what the hell's going on here?
No, but it's brilliant. Man turned against man. Kind-hearted neighbors turned into savage, flesh-eating monsters. This hit? It'll make a fantastic movie.
Who would enjoy that?
Perverts.
What kind of sick person would like that?
My kind
Filthy, filthy
sir.
perverts.
The lowest common denominator. My people.
You're gone, friend.
On the contrary, sir, you misunderstand me. Come now, you're a smart fellow. Allow me to illuminate.
Oh, God. Thank you,
Listen,
Citizen.
Mr. Marston. What I need is one of those nasty buggers that spits poisonous snot on you.
Cheers.
If in your travels you can find a spare one, we can make moving picture history.
You're worse than they are.
Each to their own, Mr. Marston. But if you find the time...
See, the thing is, we need to kill more Retchers, and we need to shoot them with an explosive rifle. So I kind of don't want to find the first one I can and bring it back to him, but I don't know. Maybe we can find it and bring it back. And it will kill him, and then we can kill it.
I worked hard all my life, and look what's happening with the zombies. I'm gonna die anyway.
But we must also save Manzanita Post, so we gotta go do that. Bringing it back seems the hardest one of those to do it first, so do it first. That was my thinking, yeah. In the hope that, you know, it'll go wrong, he'll have, you know, it'll kill him, and then maybe we'll get it to kill it. I need to look up what the suggestion is, the suggested strategy for doing that bat with a tomahawk thing, because it seems like it's going to be a fucking nightmare. Like, I think you can line up the shot in Deadeye, and then when you throw it, it just goes back into regular time. But like, that seems like it's going to be a massively tedious thing to do, especially considering. Can I go there if it's under attack? Considering the only reliable way to get more tomahawks is to do this. Save Manzanita Post, and you have to wait 3 days after you save it every time to even do that. So I'd like to just get these tomahawks and then just look up how the game wants me to do it, rather than fucking about. Except these aren't really counting towards saving Manzanita Post. So.
Crazy!
Shit.
Please just stay dead.
What I need is... Fucking... God damn it, he went the wrong way! You fucking cunt! Oh! He went left when he should have went right! Stop it. Stop it. Alright. I'm hoping a Retcher will show up here, so we can just shoot it with our explosive rifle. But it doesn't seem likely. I missed. Good plan, can't miss from point blank. Yeah, exactly. One at a time. Line up. Okay, well, he's not doing the thing. There we go. He wasn't doing it for some reason.
Unlucky. Man, this is foul.
Okie doke. And reload. Find one flying towards me for a bat, you mean? Yeah, it's just awkward because they don't seem particularly plentiful, except when you, like, in some places you can, like, as you ride past them, you spook them up out of the ground, but a lot of the times they're so far away, they don't seem pretty close to the ground. That's the problem I've had. Do you guys have any tomahawks you want to give me? I just got the tomahawks for saving the location, right? Yeah. What I might do is save with all these tomahawks, then if it comes to it and I have to reload, rather than waiting 3 in-game days. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's such a pain in the arse to just have to wait 3 in-game days to come and save this place every time I need to reload on tomahawks. I've got 11 tomahawks, so 11 chances at hitting a bat. I didn't do it the last time I had 11 tomahawks, so not so sure about this time. CTO has found 2 methods. Please, to be sharing. I just realised I meant to travel as well. I want to travel over this away. Was it Gaptooth Breach, he said, to get them from? Or was it Gaptooth Ridge? I never remember. Gaptooth Ridge. Okay. Gaptooth Ridge. So from here somewhere. Well, we'll put our waypoint there. Quoting, I found a near surefire way to get the Tomahawk Mastery level 3. Can't promise it won't be frustrating. Make sure you have several Tomahawks. Save your game in Thieves Landing. From this load game, you'll be making your attempt right off the bat. The bats don't seem to respawn unless you quit to main. Once you load this game, exit the safe house. Immediately turn around so you're facing the door you just exited. Climb up onto the roof. Grab the roof left of your door. Face west and you'll see some trees with water off to the left. Throw a tomahawk into the trees or shoot a pistol. And pause with start and switch to tomahawks from the weapons menu and a bunch of bats. Right, okay. Okay. Or you can throw bait and they'll fly above it. Well, let's travel to let's travel to Thieves Landing, shall we? And then save, and then we'll try it. Because, like, it seems like one of those things where, like, it's doable, but it's just going to take time. And it's more about the fact of, like, replenishing ammo. That's the problem. That's the tedium here. That's not fun. It's just this notion that you... Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. I mean, I was saving the lady. Although I wasn't even sure that was that the one it said to do? I'm gonna save it anyway. I don't think I can carry any more. Oh wait, no. I do. I can. I've got 12. Excellent. 12 chances is better than 11. Right. Now, we may have to reload, because I don't know if that counts as the ones. So it said, get out, climb onto the roof, right? But you said, didn't you say face west? Oh, Christ. Face west and you'll see some trees in front of you. That's west. Those are the only trees in front of me there. Some tree, I mean there's... You'd get... I mean, do you guess it's these ones? Oh shit! I just can't read a map, sorry, these are the ones it means. But I think they were the ones that got spooked. So... Main menu. I guess those were the ones that got spooked. Face west, see some trees, throw a tomahawk, or shoot in the pistol. Shoot with the gun. Switch the tomahawks in the menu. Traveling to your left. Pivot left and just start throwing. Right, we'll try it. That too, you're bad at maps, yeah. No, I just thought that Thieves Landing had a road that ran roughly west to east, so I thought, I forget it's more kind of vertical than that. If only maps told you directions on them. Yeah, the map in this game... Oh. Loading. Oh, shit. What? I hit the wrong thing. The maps in this game, the indicator is not. It's not always the most obvious thing. Also, what the fuck? What the fuck? The game crashed. Oh no! Wait, no, it didn't. It just kicked me out. That's weird. It just bopped me out. That was strange. Oh well. Right, play Undead Nightmare. Mistakes were made. What I'm saying is, it was a dark screen, and the map, the north indicator is also dark. You can barely see it. You can barely see it there. Granted, yes, it's there, but you can barely see it. All right. Oh, got one! Oh, fuck yeah, thanks for the info on that one, CTO. Yeah, oh, only with the second one, by the way. I think we only missed one. Also, when I reloaded, I must have had... Oh wait, no, I must have got more tomahawks for doing that. But I think we only missed... I think we only met through 2 of them. And missed on the first one. Although, actually, we don't want to be here. We want to travel to Gaptooth Ridge. Bridge. Oh, excellent. Tomahawk Challenge 4. Kill 5 enemies in a row without missing with the tomahawk. Okay. That might not be the hardest thing. Although, we'll see. Let's travel to... No, let's not, because it didn't save our waypoint. Yeah, they have reused that one. Yeah. If you remember, I think it was up near the very end that we were doing that one. I think it was up here in Kochine that I was storming it with the army, trying to tomahawk people back to back. It was a typical Ross nightmare. Oh wait, it doesn't let me travel to my fast travel point in this mode. Well, look at that. Okay, Gaptooth Breach it is then. I could believe it, because you people in the chat are sickos, sicko perverts. We're going to try and catch a Retcher. If we're lucky though, there might be several of them up where we're going. So we might be able to shoot one also. We'll see how we feel. We'll have a little look around. I went the wrong way. Oh dear. Very dear. Gaptooth Ridge. We're in the area. So, I wonder if there's a particular... Oh, hello. Alright, how many? Oh, there's only 3. That's no use. Well, it technically is useful, but I'd prefer to have a location where there are at least 5 enemies that I can throw tomahawks at in a row, rather than relying on, you know, separate encounters. I don't know, maybe that is the smarter way to do it. Pick them off one at a time.
Come on.
Oh, that's right, you gotta kill them, not just hit them. Shit.
Next time, try not believing in reincarnation.
Fuck. Done. Save a town using only tomahawks. Fuck. Okay. I guess we just try and do it that way, right? Pick a smaller town and just hope that we can get our way through it with only using the tomahawk. Horse, come back. Horse, please. Whoa! Yeah, suck it. Alright, retchers. I'm looking for retchers. Looking for retchers who like to party. Where are you? If I find multiple, that's my dream. It does feel a bit uneven after the previous one, because tomahawks are very inaccurate when you throw them. So trying to hit a bat with one is always going to be a fucking shit show. Get out of here. I feel like Tumbleweed is my best chance to find zombies, right? Except no retchers to be found here. Oh. Why can't I do this again? I already did this. I already cleared this place. Oh well. Funsies. Fair enough. It might also bring up a retcher or two. We'll see. Doesn't seem like it has. Uh-oh. Fucker. Shit! Shit! I got double teamed. That was not fair. Ah, fuck that, fuck that, fuck you, fuck this, fuck that! Okay, fuck all y'all. Oh, there's a red shirt. Okay. Alright, well, let's get rid of the other ones. Oh! I was in the middle of killing. Is that? Wait, is he a red shirt as well?
At the time of my life, Smoke. I tell you, it's at the time of my little old life.
Fuck. Alright. Fuck you. Got him? Got him. Hello, Negan. Oh, wait. It's definitely going to let me keep that one, right? Yeah, it won't just disappear, right? Well, that's bullshit, isn't it? That sucks. What an asshole. I mean, yeah, you're right. It didn't just disappear. Oh. Well, see, here's the thing. It said bring a retcher from Gaptooth Ridge. I don't see any other ones, not yet, and I don't even know where to begin to look. Maybe we go through it. They stay cleansed for a day after you complete them. Well, now I know that.
Yeah.
You got a physical copy of Formula 1. Final Fantasy 1 through 6 for PS4. Nice. I've been meaning to go back through those early Final Fantasies again. I don't do well in Final Fantasy 1 and 2 because they're just so early and they're just I don't vibe with them. 3 I played multiple times on DS. I really want to play through 4 and complete it. I don't think I ever did complete it. 5 I had been playing through, but I stopped. I was pretty near the end. 6 I've wanted to play and complete because I heard really good things about 6. It seemed like it was really cool. 7 obviously I've played a crap ton of, including on this this channel, both versions of 7. Which reminds me, I have Rebirth, so I should play at that at some point. At some point, anyway. The game tells you they appear in Gaptooth Ridge, but I've had far more luck finding them in Mexico.
Let's go.
Okay. Well, spoilers, we will be going to Mexico as part of the story, so maybe we should just, you know, worry about it later then. Okay. So, where are we at? So, challenge-wise. Kill 25 more bruisers and 15 more retchers. So we just need to kill the retchers. We need to find eight of them to kill. 5 is just save a town using tomahawks, which we'll try the next time a town comes up. Jorge's Gap is what you're looking for. Okay. We'll try it. And then explosive rifle mastery, I think it's a retcher that we need to blow up for that. The treasure, which... do we have the map? Now I had an idea about this one. And I wasn't sure about it, but let's look at the map. Because it looked a lot like this to me. See these 2 rocks? And this place. So I'm going to try that. Because I kept telling myself, oh, maybe that's in Mexico. But also, I should just check to see if the treasure's in that bit. Also, I need to find a way down from here, because, god damn it. Go! Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. You can make that. You're war. Come on! Oh, fuck off, nature. How dare you? Someone else said do the graveyard, but don't finish it, just yoink the retcher. Oh right, don't complete it, just wait for the retcher to show up and steal and take it away. Yeah. Well, my reasoning was I had to stop the other ones from attacking me while I, like, tied it up. That's why I killed the other ones, but that finished the graveyard. So, and then apparently that just causes that one to blow up, which is
Let's go.
baloney. I was robbed, but
Yeah.
we'll worry about it later. 5 kicked my arse, says Negan. Largely had been kicking my ass as well. Oh well, yeah, I think I may have used
Come on.
outside assistance for 5. You can
Come on.
that's what it was. I remember 5, like the leveling taking what felt like forever, so I just cheated. There's a trainer you can get to like change your XP and stuff like that. So I didn't do it legit. But I was just like, man, this is taking forever to level up. So I was like, nah, can't be arsed with that. Yeah, the boosters. Yeah. You alright, mister? Uh-oh.
Please just stay dead.
She didn't even get you! Lame.
Let's go.
Right. I saved him. Ah, now see, there's those 2 rocks, right? I think I'm right about this. I don't think it looks very much like the drawing. I think I'm right about this. And if I'm right, it's up there.
Come on. Whoa, whoa.
Oh. Turns out I was right.
Would you looky here?
Da 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 da. Smart. Very smart. Yeah, I don't think that looks very much like that. I guess it does. Am I being harassed by dogs?
Stay dead.
There's a lot of bats as well. Could have done it here. That's definitely Mexico. Is that El Sepulcro? Or is that near the nunnery? My guess is that that's El Sepulcro, but the map is drawn like upside down. Because oh, maybe I'm wrong. Right, where is El Sepulcro in Mexico? It is out here somewhere. That's it there. And then there is a 3-pronged road that is near Sepulcro. And it is drawn roughly upside down. So I think, if I'm right, it must be down here somewhere. I got a booster for XP, kind of like... Negan says, I kind of like FF1. I just didn't play a lot of it. Like, I think I went back to it around the time it came out, 1 and 2 came out on PSP. And it was just so old school. And it didn't have a lot of the character in the writing for me. Do you know what I mean? Like, 3 I felt is where... And again, I played the DS re-release of 3. Or remake, sorry. The remake on DS. 3 was where they started having, like, proper characters as opposed to just, like, the roles. You know, like, warrior, mage, like, there was people with names and roles in the story. For me, that was just... It felt more distinct there. And then I've played 4 and I've played the DS remake of 4. But I never completed them. Got pretty close. That seems to be my way with a lot of Final Fantasy. Is I play so much of it. And then it gets near the end. And it's just all too much for me to keep going. It's just like, this is getting hard. But I have completed 7 and 9? I think I completed 9. Definitely completed 10 and 10-2. Didn't complete 12, but I think I got really close. And I have completed 3, I think. Yes, I have. I absolutely have. And I haven't really played a lot of 15. And I have 16, but I haven't started it. Negan has done and beaten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 10, 13, 15, 16, 7 Remake and Rebirth. God damn! That's far more than I have. Alright, we are going to this. Which means we're probably best going to Thieves' Landing.
Come on.
Eee! But we are better off going to Gaptooth Breach, so we can actually fast travel.
Yeah.
I think what I should probably do with the Final Fantasies that I haven't beaten is sit down with a guide and just, because like some of the later bosses and stuff that get rough, I just can't be arsed getting good. So maybe I just look up the best strategies when it gets to late game stuff in those earlier Final Fantasies I haven't completed. Because I'm kind of just there for the story stuff, honestly. I've been playing them since 2022. Man, that feels like a good number to get through if you've been doing it for like less than 3 years. Travel to destination. Travel to Thieves' Landing. Kochine has come under attack. Well, shit. Maybe it gives us a chance to use tomahawks to save it, right? Okay, we'll save here, and then we'll travel there and try it. It's probably going to be tough, though. Oh, fuck. Who's going to kill you? Where? What awful creature?
Stop that, you mutant! It's over, freak.
Oh, I owe you my life, mister. Truly.
You're welcome.
I hope you do the same for me.
You give me 2 revolver ammo. I mean, it's better than nothing. Okay, let's save. You just turn off encounters, leaving dungeons. It's a pain just walking through all the battles. Some Final Fantasies are better about that stuff than others, I think. But I mean, that's a thing certainly early on as well. Those early ones, like the encounter rates sometimes. I did it again. The encounter rates in those games sometimes feel crazy, right? Where it feels like you can't walk 2 feet without having to get into a battle. And I like those games, but honestly, there's not enough going on in the mechanics of the battle system sometimes to justify it. In one, there's a cave, and if you walk the wrong way, it's a battle a step. Jesus! Hopefully they make it pretty obvious that it's the wrong way, at least. Also, I am going the right way here, right? Jesus. Horse. Please. I don't know. Don't want to walk the whole way there. Alright, we're about to try this. And hopefully it works out. I need to do the whole town with just my tomahawk.
This ain't right! Come on!
Alright, let's go. Okay. Okay, we need to move. We need to redeploy. Right, okay. This is fine. This is fine. Okay, thanks for banning shooting. That makes it more straightforward that we have to use melee. Oh, I need to run! Oh, run! Not like this! Okay. We got this, right? We just gotta keep doing this. Fucking hell. And theoretically, it should get easier. I think we're doing this. I think we got this. I think we got this. This is easy. Oh! That was unfair. I got fucked. I feel like I got shot there. I don't think I got killed. I don't think I got killed by a zombie. That was fucked. That was fucked. That was fucked. I'm alt F4ing. Fuck that. I'm reloading that. I'm not fucking taking whatever fucking punishment the game wants to mete out on that one. I don't know how... Well, maybe if I'd hit checkpoint, that would have been... Maybe that just did it. But, like... That sucked my balls so hard there. That was the worst thing that's ever happened in a game. That's horrendous. That's worse than all of Gollum. That is. Oh, that was painful. That was painful. No, we're fucked. Called it. He threw. I did not fucking throw. Now we have to wait the 35 to 60 seconds that it takes Rockstar's launcher to decide that it's going to let you play the game. Oh, that was so sore. What makes you hate Final Fantasy 2? I don't even remember Final Fantasy 2. That's how little I played it. I remember like Corneria in 1 and having to go fight Garland. Right, I remember that shit. I don't know that I can tell you anything about 2. The chaos and yeah, I should have known that would be getting clipped. I mean, the timing was pretty fucking good. I'll give you that. Okay, but that's doable. That should have been doable. I got no ass fucking shit ass cock. I didn't want to go this way. Fuck you. Oh. Fucking menus in these games are fucking dog shit. Coaching. No levels, you can only level your status. Oh, I don't remember that at all.
I'm learning.
The
Okay.
over-leveled Negan says I'm learning.
Negan wishes us to learn. No! Well, we're gonna get away from that for a minute. We'll get close to where we need to go. And then we'll take a learning break. Oh my god, right. This goddamn game. Where are we in this game? Can we have a fact about this real place? It's not a real place. I mean, it's based on the American West. I think this is probably based on, like, I don't know what, Montana or something? Or is that too far north? Dakota? Somewhere in the Rockies. This is a mountain. But what we could do is, since we have the guide for the USA... Oh, I've dropped all stack of books. Oh my god, fucking kill me. Oh my god, I fucking... Oh, okay, everything just fell over and it made me very angry for a moment there, but we're alright now. Okay. We have our guidebook for the US. Okay.
I'm learning.
Oh,
The
a
over-leveled
double learning.
Negan says I'm learning.
Oh god. There's only so much we can learn. What has gone on with my shirt? Okay. How about the Rockies? Let's learn, or the Pacific Northwest. Where do we think this is? This is tall trees. It's got buffalo. It's got mountains. I mean, does that feel like is that the Rockies? Is that what it's meant to be? 767, if so. Do you know what? I could look up. You know what? I could. Do you know what? I'm gonna do it. We're gonna look up on the internet. Red Dead Redemption tall trees, right? And then we will be able to see what the internet thinks it's based on. There'll be something like behind the scenes or whatever, right? Multiplayer tips, native trivia. Despite theories that tall trees is inspired by the Sierra Nevada, there's little evidence for such. The eponymous tall trees are the not giant sequoia trees. Are the not giant sequoia trees found in the western slopes of the mountains of California. The fact that California exists in the game. Tall Trees takes inspiration from the Calveras Big Trees State Park in California. Okay, so Sierra Nevada mountains. So California. Mountains of California is what this is supposedly based on. I would have thought, yeah, Colorado would have been a good guess, but the Wikipedia, or the Red Dead Wiki, suggests it's based on California. So let's look up California, right? 945, and then see if we can find information about their parks. Alright, California. I don't know if it subdivides it. It's got San Diego, La Jolla, nightlife, transportation. Okay, I think this is all San Diego. LA. I would assume there's places to go, right? South Bay, LA Harbor. I think we're wanting Orange Beach. We're wanting like north of California, right? In the first Red Dead, we do see people panning for gold. Yeah, but I suppose we do, don't we? And that takes place in roughly this area as well, doesn't it? Up here, I guess. Eating. This is LA. Nightlife and entertainment. I was looking for like the greater, like, oh, deserts. Here we go. Low Desert, Palm Springs. Joshua Tree National Park. High Sierra. That's probably what we're looking for, right? San Joaquin Valley. Sierra National Forest. Sequoia National Park. These seem like ones that we should be talking about, right? That says Central. Big Sur Coast. Do you know what I could have done? And what I should have done was just check the index, right? What did we say we were looking for? Sierra, right? Sierra National Forest. Yeah, that's the only entry it's got. Okay. 1007. We're learning. Okay. Sierra National Forest. The entire gaping tract of land between Kings Canyon and Yosemite is taken up by the Sierra National Forest, where you can hike and camp in complete solitude. Don't try lone exploration without thorough planning. Public transportation is non-existent here. I feel like that's true of most of your shithole country. Your public transportation systems are garbage. Non-existent here, and roads and trails are often closed due to bad weather. The best placed source for free backcountry permits and camping and wilderness information is the ranger station, daily 8 till 4:30 p.m. on Highway 168 at Prather, 5 miles west of the forest entrance. The popular Shaver Lake and Huntington Lake, rich in campgrounds, reserve in summer, soon give way to the isolated alpine landscapes beyond the 9,200-foot Kaiser Pass. The sheer challenge posed by the rugged, unspoiled terrain of the joining John Muir Wilderness can make the national parks look like holiday camps. You can bathe outdoors at the nearby Mono Hot Springs, or for the full hot springs experience, head for the Mono Hot Springs Resort, which has indoor mineral baths along with self-catering cabins. Hello, Ultra. Solitude apart from all the bears. Well, I think solitude means lack of humans, for the most part. Because you can't completely remove yourself from the natural world. You know? I think solitude implies just other people. That's my guess. Sequoia National Park. While trees are Sequoia National Park. While trees are seldom scarce in Sequoia National Park, patches where the giant sequoias can't grow are thickly swathed with pine and fir. The scenery is quite varied. Paths lead through forests and meadows. Longer treks rise above the tree line to the barren peaks of the High Sierra. Soon after entering the park from the south, Highway 198 becomes the General's Highway and climbs swiftly into the dense woods of the aptly named Giant Forest, where displays in the modern Giant Forest Museum, daily, July and August 8 till 6, June and September 8 till 5, October to May 9 to 4:30, free, explain the life cycle of the sequoias and what's being done to protect the remaining groves. From here you can explore along Crescent Meadow Road, where a loop road leads to the granite monolith of Morro Rock. A 3-mile marked trail leads from the giant forest, which streaks wildly upward from the green hillside. A steep 15-minute hike to the flat summit can reveal 150-mile views. Continuing east, the perimeter trail around the sequoia-girt Crescent Meadow leads to Tharp's Log, a cabin hollowed out of a fallen sequoia by Hale Tharp, who was led here by Native Americans in 1856. Just north of Giant Forest, back on the General's Highway, is the biggest sequoia of them all, the 2,200-year-old, 245-foot General Sherman tree. While it's certainly a thrill to see what is held up to be the largest living thing on the planet, its extraordinary dimensions are hard to grasp along the almost equally monstrous sequoias all around. Whatever your plans, you should stop at Lodgepole Village, 3 miles north of the Sherman tree, for the geological displays and film shows at the Visitor Centre. June to August, daily 7 till 6. May and September, daily 7 till 5. You can explore the Glacial Canyon on the Tacopa Valley Trail, 2 hours, which lead to the base of Tacopa Falls beneath a 1,600-foot watchtower cliff. The top of the watchtower is accessible by the fatiguing but straightforward 6 miles Lake Trail. Oh, gosh. It's a lot of words. Right, let's go tomahawk these fuckers. Run! Okay. Run! God, that's a lot of them, huh? Oh!
I'm learning.
We'll learn more. What would you like to learn, Negan, after we've tomahawked this village? Ah! What was that noise? Okay, Star Trek. No, not the fucking... Oh, God. The geometry getting me again. Alright, okay. Ah! Entire Bible. Hell no. Although, honestly, I have been contemplating the idea of actually reading some religious texts, just to try and get a better perspective on what it is these fuckers are all about.
CTO_77 says I'm learned.
CTO, what do you want to learn about? Okay, where am I learning about Tomahawk missiles in the books that you know I have? Where am I getting that from? Could you care to share? I'm a Tomahawk master. I did it, Ma. You don't know my books. There's no way you don't. I've said them 1,000,000 times. I've said so often the books that I have here. But we'll go through them again. For people who have no fucking attention span. Like the good CTO. We'll go through all the ones I've got just now. At least all the ones that are to hand. Alright? Let's go through them again, shall we? Brewer's Book of Myth and Legends. It's like a dictionary with myth stuff in it. The Order of Things. A little book that just has like hierarchies and like Roman Catholic administration and ancient measurements and like how we name like teeth and the tornado scale. Shit like that. Pocket Scottish History. Speaks for itself. The Railway Bridge of the Silvery Tay and Other Disasters by William McGonagall. Shitty Poet from Dundee, where I live. The USA. The Rough Guide to the USA. Star Trek. The Making of the TV Show. And then we have the Book of Useless Information is also in there. Do you know what? I need a proper fucking bookshelf. Yeah, the Book of Useless Information. We've got that. Right. But then here's ones that I have for another thing I was doing that I could read from as well. Little ones. These are little ones. Chambers, Tales of Scottish Clans. Scottish First Names. Scottish Dialects. Scottish Ghost Stories. Legends and Folklore of Scotland. There's all the options. If not, you'll take Disasters. Sorry, what? Disasters? What? Oh, the poetry, the shitty poetry. Right, the shitty poetry has been looked at, and let's look at the US. I don't think the index will list Tomahawk missiles, so how the fuck I'm meant to find this? But I'll look under T to see if the word Tomahawk comes up. Would you believe the word Tomahawk is not listed in the index here? I think it was before shitty poetry. It's called The Railway Bridge of the Silvery Tay and Other Disasters. It's the name of the book. It's a shitty poetry book. It's selected from the works of William McGonagall, poet and tragedian. So it's a bunch of poetry about tragic events, and he's a shitty poet. The Battle of Tel El Kebir, the famous Tay Whale, the Tay Bridge disaster, the wreck of the steamer London while on her way to Australia, the Battle of Bannockburn. He's a real fucking happy dude, this guy. Scottish Ghost Stories. You change your answer, right? Okay. But you're in the queue after Negan, so alright. People, pay attention. Jesus. Ow. This fucking plastic has this really sharp edge on its flashing. It's exactly where you have to put it against your fucking skin. Alright. Star Trek. Star Trek. Chapter 3. A Spark of Life. Intolerance in the 23rd century. This is from Gene Roddenberry. Improbable. If man survives that long, he will have learned to take delight in the essential differences between men in different cultures. He will learn that differences in ideas and attitudes are a delight, part of life's exciting variety, not something to fear. It's a manifestation of the greatness that God, or whatever it is, gave us, this infinite variation and delight. It's part of the optimism we built into Star Trek. The situation in April 1964 must have been pretty bad, both for Gene Roddenberry and for Desilu Studios. Star Trek, frankly, was a giant risk. The series format indicated an extremely expensive series, and represented a completely new and untried concept. Any studio deciding to underwrite the cost of a pilot would have to do so with the full knowledge that it might take $500,000 bath in the process. Most of the studios around town were doing fairly well at that time. Television had not yet begun to lose its audience, and few television executives felt they needed to take giant risks on new ideas. By comparison, the situation at Desilu was grim. If a studio like MGM could be termed a major leaguer, Desilu was little more than a farm club. In the previous 8 years, they had made a dozen different pilots, spent millions of dollars in the process, and had produced only losers. Except for the durable I Love Lucy, Desilu had become largely a rental operation, leasing space and facilities to other production companies. In fact, Lucy was the only TV series Desilu had at the time. Desilu needed to sell a series to a network, a quality series if possible. By proving the studio's limited facilities were capable of first-class production departments, new talent might be attracted. Also, in the case of studio sale, the value would be increased. Roddenberry's needs were simpler. He wanted Star Trek on air. His decision to sign with Desilu was undoubtedly a compromise on his part. Star Trek would be difficult enough to make under the best conditions. At a small, ill-equipped studio, the task would be doubly difficult. Gene returned from the disappointing CBS meeting and continued to develop other studio properties, while awaiting a chance with another network. Until that happened, he was completely stymied, primarily because of money. Best estimates for the Star Trek pilot placed production costs in excess of $500,000. Although more had been spent on some pilots, it was still high, and a considerable gamble for a small studio. If pilot costs are high, the odds against success are astronomical. One network official recently stated that of the 28 to 30 new shows considered by his network every season, only 4 or 5 would actually go on the air. The whole process is a celluloid crap game, and the house has all the odds against the players. I think that'll do. Right. Scottish ghost stories. Prepare to be frightened by these terrifying tales from around Scotland. We'll skip the introduction. Okay, Edinburgh. Let's learn about the Scottish capital and its ghost stories. Edinburgh. Scotland's capital is almost unrivaled for the number of haunted sites it can offer. Only London can dispute its title of the most haunted city in Britain. But no city has made more of its haunted heritage than Edinburgh. There are at least 2 tourist attractions whose main appeal is the ghosts allegedly haunting them. The best known of these is Real Mary King's Close. Mary King's Close is a rare survivor of medieval Edinburgh, a narrow street which was shut off during an outbreak of plague in the 17th century, and afterwards buried, and therefore preserved, beneath subsequent building. Shut off from the modern world and a place where many people died in squalor, it is undeniably creepy. Other than the possible spirit of a small girl for whom tourists still leave gifts, the Close's haunted reputation today rests largely on the feelings of unease experienced by hundreds of visitors every year, and by the orbs and odd mists and other light anomalies picked up on cameras. Nonetheless, paranormal activity was first reported here centuries ago. Mr. Thomas Colthart was one of the few people to risk moving back into Mary King's Close after the plague had subsided, and he found the now enclosed area had become badly haunted. He claimed he and his family became the victims of considerable disturbance, unsettling poltergeist activity, and the startling appearance of disembodied hands and heads. In a weird twist of fate, Colthart himself became a ghost. His form was seen by a number of witnesses after his death. The Nidri Street Vaults is another very spooky place. Historically interesting, but very much marketed for its haunted reputation. The vaults consist of an entirely enclosed series of chambers within a city bridge. They were rediscovered in the 1980s. Scores of people died in a fire in the vaults in 1824, and this may have inspired the phenomena which became known the South Bridge Poltergeist in the following decades. After the vaults reopened as a tourist attraction in 1996, more spooky activity has been reported. The various presences and apparitions are of uncertain identity and include the Watcher, a solitary, silent apparition of a man in a long cloak. The invisible force, which pushes and shoves visitors, is said to exist in one chamber, and in another, a gang of burly builders fled in a panic after being pelted with stones and seeing their equipment being moved about. Dr. Richard Wiseman of the University of Hertfordshire ran an investigation here, monitoring the experiences of volunteers spending hours on their own in separate vaults. One heard breathing, and another saw a figure wearing an apron. Variations in magnetic fields and air movements were recorded from the haunted chambers. How many of these are you haunting them as some kind of scam? Not all of them. We'll do these pages. The most touristy part of Edinburgh is the Royal Mile, a series of streets that run from the castle eastwards to Holyrood Palace for a distance of about a Scots mile, a defunct unit of measure which is about 300 yards longer than an English mile. Yeah, get it up you. A walk down the Royal Mile passes many of Edinburgh's haunted sites. An extraordinary number of ghosts are claimed for Edinburgh Castle. A phantom drummer boy is believed to patrol the battlements, thumping out a loud tattoo as a warning of coming calamity. The apparition of a former prisoner also haunts the battlements, where he died centuries ago in a reckless bid for freedom. The ghost of Janet Douglas, Lady of Glamis, who was executed here in the 16th century for conspiracy to murder King James V, wanders in various parts of the castle. A ghostly dog has been seen in the area of the Old Pet Cemetery, and spectral cats have been seen in one of the houses within the castle walls. The sound of a galloping horse has been heard late at night, thundering over the bridge and past the guard room. Eerie laughter and dismal groans have been heard in the vaults below the castle, and the brutal sounds of a murder committed way back in 1689 have been heard again in more recent times in the governor's house. Another paranormal phenomenon to watch out for is the behaviour of an old soldier's tunic kept on display in a glass case in the restaurant. Staff have reported seeing the tunic move by itself, as if someone is wearing it. Beyond the castle walls, Castle Hill is said to be the haunt of the infamous Deacon William Brodie. Brodie was a seemingly respectable businessman and councillor who led a double life as a burglar, using his ill-gotten gains to fund 2 mistresses and 5 illegitimate children. He was the inspiration for Robert Louis Stevenson's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. The ghost is described as a shadowy figure carrying a lantern through the narrow streets, known as wynds, which radiate from Castle Hill. Its identification as Brodie may just be wishful thinking. Let's not be silly. It might not be Brodie. It might just be a ghost. Let's not be dumb, huh? Why use a defunct unit of measure? Seems snobby. Well, no, it was called the Royal Mile, presumably when they were still using said unit of measurement, smarty pants. It's just a guess. I am not a centuries-old Scotsman. I'm just a century-old Scotsman. Oh.
I'm learning.
What would you like to learn?
Says I'm learning.
What would you like to learn? God, that was scary. We nearly played the game there. More ghosts. Okay, we will continue reading about ghosts. Okay. Right here. Get the peepers on. Further down the Royal Mile, Castle Hill becomes the high street. You know what? You should probably show the pictures yet. How have I not increased the price yet? How have I not increased the price yet? Because I forgot. I should do it after this stream. Because we love knowledge. I don't know if I should increase the price or just limit how often people are able to do it per day. Edinburgh is one of Europe's most exciting and historical cities. Its haunted heritage, too, is arguably second to none. Vichy81/Shutterstock. That image there, everyone. I don't know which one to try first. I would be tempted to just limit the number of redemptions per stream before I do the increasing price. You think price should be first? See, I think knowledge should be free. Or at a nominal fee. Of 75 points. It is very cheap, I agree. Edinburgh Castle is not only an impressive landmark, it is one of the most haunted places in Scotland. Heartland/Shutterstock. I think the castle's pretty neat. Sitting on the big rock like it does. Alright. Further down the Royal Mile, Castle Hill becomes the high street, dominated by St Giles Cathedral. Some years ago, a Mrs. Potter had an eerie experience in the cathedral. She was in the transept when she suddenly felt a sharp blow on her back. Shocked, she turned around to tell off whoever had done it, only to find there was no one there. Like in terms of how much the sidetrack it is when hydrate costs 400. Okay, yeah, comparatively, yeah, that's true. You're being haunted. You must have done something. Ghosts don't haunt for no reason. Or maybe they do. Some ghosts, I think, are dicks, right? Poltergeists, they tend to be dicks, right? Puzzled and a little frightened, she walked on, but moments later she felt a second blow in her back. The same thing happened a third time. Again, no one was visible to account for the assault. Now thoroughly scared, Mrs. Porter hurried over to an official of the cathedral, who told her she was not alone in experiencing the weird phenomenon. Gravely, he added that it was considered an omen, and that she should prepare herself for some bad news. Unfortunately, he was proved correct. For later that day, Mrs. Porter received the tragic news that her son had met with a fatal accident. He died at noon, the precise time Mrs. Porter had had her strange experience in the cathedral. Nearby is the Mercat, or Market, Cross. This originally stood at the spot indicated by the design laid out on the pavement, but what remains of it has since been incorporated into the impressive 19th century monument. On September 9th, 1513, the Mercat Cross became possessed of weird spirits. It was the night before the Battle of Flodden, which took place in Northumbria between a Scots army and English defenders. As the cannons were being wheeled past on their way south to Northumberland, ghostly heralds appeared on the cross and gloomily intoned the names of all those sons of Edinburgh who were to die in the battle. They were pointedly ignored except by one man, Sir Richard Lawson, who, on hearing his name, called out to the spirits, "I appeal from your justice, judgment and sentence, and betake me all hail to the mercy of God." He was the only man named by the spirits to return alive from the devastating defeat at Flodden Field. St Giles Cathedral in Edinburgh High Street is haunted by an invisible but ominous ghost. +1 from Shutterstock. I love how I can't get any closer or it just disappears. It has to be roughly where my face is. You know, not I can't go too far or it just is like, no, I give up. I give up. I give up. I give up. Ross's victim blaming haunting victims. They know what they did. The Mitre Bar, further down the high street, gets its name from having been the former home of a controversial cleric, Archbishop Spotswood. Spotswood fled Edinburgh when he learned he was about to lose his position thanks to his hell-raising life. Legend has it that in a secret walled-up alcove in his house, he hid his robes and even the imposing chair he'd used in the cathedral. He died on his way to London, and any hidden valuables have never been found. Spotswood's ghost has been regularly been seen in the Mitre over the years, and he is blamed for occasional inexplicable incidents such as the moving around of bottles and glasses, weird electrical disturbances, and the occasional physical contact. One visitor to the pub claimed he was shoved in the back by something invisible, a phenomenon also recorded from the cathedral. The High Street becomes Canongate as one heads further east, and here can be found an old house which has been named Bible Land, after the sculpture of an open Bible above its main entrance. Centuries ago, a woman was murdered on the top floor of Bible Land, and her ghost began to haunt the scene of her crime. She appeared as she was at the time of her cruel death, in a tartan dress with an apron over it and a white linen cap, known as a mutch, upon her head. She became such a familiar sight in the building that the residents treated her as almost a friend. The Tollbooth Inn stands next door to the toll booth, with its clock tower. The ghosts of two men in old-fashioned military costumes have been seen in this historic pub, and staff have also glimpsed a number of less distinct figures. Mild poltergeist activity, for example the moving of objects and the occasional smashing of a glass, has been witnessed in the dining area at the rear of the tavern. One customer watched, fascinated, as an invisible hand pulled books off a shelf and dropped them onto the floor. Well, how do you know it was an invisible hand? How do they know? Where's the science? The ghost science? I think these people are just prank victims. What? What are you talking about? Ghosts obviously did it, CTO. I'm just waiting for it. Let's save. Now that I'm a Tomahawk master. Challenges. Right. Kill 8 more retchers. Explode a retcher. Go to Mexico. Find a horse. Kill all 4 types of undead in one Deadeye meter. Every time. Travel to Thieves Landing. Grandpa died 21 years ago. He has a spot and says sometimes in photos he appears. You can always see the spot. Why would why would you be getting haunted by your granddad? What was that?
Somebody help us!
I'll help. I'll try. What do you need?
Now you just give it over. I'm the one with the gun, you hear?
Oi, you.
I'm begging you, don't do this!
Sweet Jesus!
My goodness!
He shot first. You all saw it.
God, you came along. This is for you,
No point
mister.
letting it go to
Least I
waste.
can do.
Being dead is boring.
Anytime.
Oh right. Okay. Oh, I see.
Got
Okay,
much right
keeping an
now.
eye on you. Fair enough.
Cruel fate.
What was I going to say? Nope, it's gone out of my head. I like the idea that being dead is boring, so you just have to find things to do with your time. It nearly happened again. That would have been worse. I can't imagine a fire horse enjoys being in the water. I nearly did the thing again, and turned and went right into the water. Thankfully, we avoided that. Because wouldn't that have been embarrassing?
Come. Let's go.
Let's go. Come on now.
Come on.
Here comes the dope-de-dope.
Oh, he's got more. He's got more friends. It's probably as many friends as Seth has ever had.
Well, Seth, sorry to interrupt your party.
Hey, John.
What's an EVP?
Come join us. We're having a jig. John, have you met Mary Lou? What about Francine?
I did as you asked and cleared out the rest of the graveyards. Doesn't seem to have done much good.
Good? 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 Is Dad good? Are you good?
Stop with your nonsense, you annoying fool. What's going on?
I don't like
The world's
Seth's
turned to
hands.
John Marston,
How
and
black
the
they are. Like how
moon
blackened
with
by
it.
like straddling in the dirt and shit.
Day follows night, and hate follows love. Oh.
Okay, you asked for it, Seth. You either stop dancing and start talking, or prepare to join Moses and the rest of these freaks.
Are you constipated, John? You look
Constantly.
very angry. You get constipated when you're angry.
Uh,
Yes, you
electronic
do.
voice phenomena. Oh, I think I have heard of
I'm warning you, Seth.
of that.
I'm warning you. Don't play with the undead, Seth. Don't chase treasure. Don't waste your time searching for treasure and discover only a glass eye. Glass eye. Well, warn all you want,
He does
cowboy.
in the main game. He does eventually find. In the main game, he does eventually find the treasure or some treasure.
Well, that's a load off my mind. Why didn't I think about that before? Because we weren't dancing. Hey, John. Well, how are you? Would you like a drink? We got blood mucus surprise. Come
Oh,
on.
no thanks,
Seth.
Seth.
What is going on?
Aztecs. Or Incas. Or it doesn't really matter. It's all the same.
Nah, not quite.
Once every 200 years, this land is doomed. That's why we love it. Mexico. Mexico, John. Ah, Mary Lou, may I have the honor? Oh,
You're a sick man.
Disturbing. Head to Mexico. Let's Mexico, eh? I'm not apologizing. Right. I guess it will tell me my marching orders in a moment. Or just find the first way into Mexico and go that way. Alright, let's just do that then. And that would be, well, we're going to come upon it in a minute, so let's just get on the train track.
Let's go.
Wait, if I immediately beans this, and I'm going the wrong way, aren't I?
Easy.
The yeah, oh, that's what I was going to mention. Oh.
Whoa there.
Oh no, hold on.
Go.
What are we doing?
That should slow you down.
Come on.
Come on.
Thank the Lord above for you.
Don't mention it.
I was going to say that, don't mention it. Yeah, my mum's house, when I've been there alone, I've found it to be weirdly unsettling. Just, yeah, noises and stuff that just don't... Oh, you tell me I can't get past. You fucker. Noises and, like... I swear I once heard someone shouting my name from downstairs, or calling me from downstairs, and never found out what that was about. It's a place that, when I was younger, made me feel weird. That's as much as I can explain about it. That's just the brain damage. Yeah, it could be. Hello, Pokey. It could very well be the brain damage. No way to tell, honestly. So, am I to guess then that we're meant to head for Mexico this way? Because the game hasn't exactly made that clear. It hasn't. In fact, oh shit! Collect stuff for West Dickens. Fuck. Violet Snowdrop and Desert Sage. Oh, I totally forgot about this. All right. So, Desert Sage. Well, what am I best to do here? Okay. Back to Thieves Landing. Oh, what's with the constant screaming? Oh, it's just her. Again. Wait, this is the wrong... whatever. Right.
Yeah.
Hello, Light! Light's streaking. Look at him. Look at Light, everyone. Light's got his streak out. What a dirty pervert. Light, you didn't come here looking for more golem-based suffering, did you? Because we're doing Rockstar-based suffering this time. Yeah, I did a little. Oh. How was I able to tell? I guess I understand. I understand people looking for pain and suffering.
Slow it up now.
Other people's pain and suffering. I'm used to my own pain and suffering. You weren't here earlier when we got gangbanged by a bunch of zombies to death, which is, I guess, ironic. Right, Violet Snowdrop. If we go to Cochine, well, there's a decent chance that we can find them there. I find all that ghost stuff fun to get into. I don't know that I believe in it. I don't know that I can say I do. I think if nothing else, it's at least an interesting look into how our minds work, right? If nothing else, I think what it also is worth kind of thinking about in terms of is like the way human minds seem to be built in a way that encourages pattern recognition to the point of finding patterns where they may not exist. That's how geared towards seeing patterns in things we are. Like it's the the whole phenomena that it's pareidolia, seeing faces in objects. Just normal everyday objects, which don't have faces, but we see face-like features and they look like a face to us. I think that's very. A lot of that is what can be responsible for a lot of what people consider ghosts and things like that. But neither can you rule out there being stuff that exists that we don't understand. That's the interesting part. But for me, when you don't have evidence for something, you can't assume it is the case, you know?
This looks like
But that's just from a lifetime of doing science. That'll drum that into you.
Come on.
It was Violet Snowdrop, right? I'm not just picking these up for no gosh darned reason. Wah!
Easy. That's what I wanted.
I'm waiting for my horse to end up in the river there.
Come on.
I can't claim to have ever seen a ghost, Negan. I've seen some incredibly pale people, often in the mirror.
Let's go.
Let's go. There we go.
Perfect.
Now, is the faster move here? What is the move here? Because we have to go all the way up there. No, it's not. The faster move is to go here. Yeah. Alright. Because you can only fast travel from settlements. And I don't want to ride all the way back up to Cochine. This feels about as fast as going back that way. Maybe just a little bit more so. Alright, we're going to take a shortcut. Not that way. We're going to go this way.
Come on.
I'd forgotten that the horses of the apocalypse have infinite stamina, by the way. So I'd totally forgotten that about them. Desert Sage, right, is the other thing he wants. He wants Desert Sage. Where's the best place to go for that? Feel Gaptooth Breach and thereabouts. Or Gaptooth Ridge. Gaptooth something is probably the place to go for that. Let's go to Gaptooth Breach. Explain this. A friend passed away 5 days after this. I woke up and seen something floating in my room wearing football gear. Then I get a message and I hear don't be sad. I found out he died in football gear. Maybe you were dreaming? Eh? Think about it. How do you know? You were asleep. Maybe it was me.
Go.
Being on glue, that could be. Could be. I'll try it and I'll report back if I hear from anyone. Alright, let's go looking for some shit.
Come on. Slow down.
Is it right underneath the horse? Is that Desert Sage? It's Desert Sage!
Here we are.
Excellent. Excelente. Now I feel like the main game didn't update you on the
Let's go.
collection stuff when you were doing the regular flower picking.
That was too close to my liking.
What? Who's shooting? Who's shooting?
Hey, buddy, you want to help out?
Whoa.
I bet you some ammunition I can kill more of these bastards than you.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
I always enjoy putting a man in his place.
Is it cheating to use my Deadeye?
yourself cured.
I can't believe it. Oh well, I'll pay him.
Good man.
Right. Hey up.
Alright. Back to flower picking. Doing this in the dark is also not a great idea, is it?
Let's go.
I guess I could just stare at the minimap as I wander around. So oh shit! Ah!
Whoa there.
Hey, surely I should be setting you on fire. Are dogs fireproof? Maybe zombie dogs are.
Come on.
Are you a zombie dog? Who even knows?
Come on.
Right. Yeah, I had a really like scary sort of experience
go.
one time
That's
where I
one.
felt I was awake, and I was in my bed, and I felt that there was this dark shape approaching me, and I was freaking the fuck out because I couldn't move. It was a really visceral and real experience for me. Point of order, I had been reading Dracula at the time. And there is a scene in Dracula where a woman is in her bed. Oh, a retcher. Did I just kill it? I might have killed it. A woman is in her bed and Dracula comes in and paralyzes her and comes after her. So that's kind of where that came from. But it felt real. It felt very real. Yeah, sleep paralysis. I feel like that is exactly what happened there. Oh, I think you're a cannibal, aren't you? Can't have that.
Why are you whispering?
Can't have that. Sorry. Can't abide cannibals.
Mine now, partner.
Right. Well, here's the thing. The game bamboozled me. It gave me a retcher, but I accidentally ran it over with my horse. Are any of you a retcher? Oh, you are. Oh, you are. Oh, and there's multiple. So you know what? Ah, shit. Wait, you're a retcher as well, aren't you? Hell yeah. Oh! Wait, no, that was that one making the noise. Okay, carry. Right, we're going to pivot to try and do this one first.
Comfortable there?
And then we'll come back looking. Well, we can look for flowers on the way.
Let's go.
As long as nobody shoots me and hits this thing, we'll be good. Oh, do you know what they should have put in the game? And I say this without knowing if there actually is this in the game. They should have put a ghost train on the tracks, because that's a not uncommon like ghost story thing. It's like ghost trains, ghost ships, that kind of thing. Alright, let's head back. Oh god, it's quite a way, isn't it? Okay.
Come on.
Like Ghostbusters 2. I was thinking of Ghostbusters 2 when I said that. Whoa.
Whoa there.
You're not Desert Sage, are you? No, you're not. Annoyingly enough, it's not Desert Sage. Yeah, I think I saw it not that long ago, and it's alright. It's very much just the first movie again, which is okay. But they probably could have done a lot more and different and better, but it's not as bad as some people make it out to be, I think, personally. Some people act like it's awful, and I'm like, I don't think it's that bad. I think you can get some desert sage up here in Rio Bravo, but I think red sage is more common up here.
Let's go.
Shut up. Quit your whining. You're dead.
Come on.
Repentance Rock. It's a good thing he isn't catching fire. Riding on my flaming horse.
Go.
There we go. I am aware of all the Doctor Who goings on of late.
Stupidity got the better of me, but
I liked Shuti Gatwa as the Doctor, although I'm not convinced that this Russell T Davies era is working out. I don't know about the writing. It just feels like it's all setups and no payoffs. Is the way it feels like to me. And I saw like some quote from an interview about Russell Davies talking about like generating content. Like it seems like he's writing to get like reactions or like, you know, short clips on the likes of TikTok and places like that. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like it's all just like mystery for the sake of mystery, and it doesn't seem to have proper payoffs. And I get the distinct impression that he's writing a bunch of shit and then trying to figure out what it means later. That's just my impression. This is shocking. How surprising. This did not work out for him. And am I right about the fact that we're then left to get them? Yeah. Whoa! He did a flip. I didn't need to do that. That was excessive. Got anything on you?
God damn it!
I think it's better off for the show if they can rely on things like Daleks and Cybermen as special attractions rather than them showing up all the time. The more your big, bad, evil guys show up, the more they have to get defeated. And so each time it just erodes how much of a threat they are. And or makes your writing have to be more and more ridiculous to find ways to get out of the problem. Like every time the Daleks and Cybermen show up, or the Master or whatever, every time a big villain shows up, they have to be defeated, right? And each time they come back, it has to be bigger than the last time. Their plan has to be bigger than the last time. So therefore your solution to beating them has to be bigger and better than the last time. It's the same problem as superhero movies have got, that comic books have got. The longer anything goes, the more you just write everything you can write, and then you just have to, the problems of scale, and then you have to hit the reset button, right? Doctor Who kind of has an inbuilt reset button with the regenerations, where they have a good point where they can stylistically change things if they want to. It's kind of built into the nature of the material. Yeah. But again, it's not fixing that problem. It's just finding a way to soften its effects. And even though you're rebooting your Doctor every time, you're not rebooting the universe every time. But then sometimes they do seem to try and write that idea in. The villain who came back was boring. I'd never seen anything about the Rani, so I don't know about that. I don't know. Just every time everything becomes a universe-ending event, or galaxy-level threat, or multiverse-level problem, it's just like I don't want everything to be that, and so much of it ends up being that or leading to that, and to me that's boring. That's just my 2 cents on it. Then again, you know, not everything has to be for me. It's not necessarily aimed at me. But also, to counter the own counter that I just introduced, I hate when people deploy that as a reason for something being kind of shitty. Oh, it's for kids. It's a kids show. It's like, that's not an excuse for it to be fucking nonsensical and shitty. And be lazy. That's not an excuse. And if you use that as an excuse, you're a lazy, shitty fucking writer. Or like, you know, or I think you are being lazy and shitty if your response to someone's criticism of something saying this could be better as, oh well, it's just kids, it's kids. Like, no, fuck off. And also, some of the concepts in the things that we're talking about are clearly not aimed for young children. Like, overall it might be, but when you put things in like, oh, I don't know, your villain being fucking devoured entirely, right? That's pretty fucked up shit. You can't just say, oh, it's kids. It's like the response that people would get or would give to criticism of particularly the Star Wars prequels when they came out. Oh, it's for kids. Star Wars is for kids. I'm like, this is a series that involves these prequels heavily revolve around taxation of trade routes, government policies, political speeches, and a man being dismembered and set on fire. And you're like, oh, it's kids. Like that? No. Like, you can't just write off all criticism of anything that may appeal to younger audiences with, oh, it's for kids, and just get away with it. But going back to Doctor Who specifically, they had that like 2-year deal with Disney, and then it's not clear, and it might not be the case that Disney are going to continue with that. So then the BBC has to decide what and or how do we go ahead with this project without them. How do we want to do that? Can we do it?
That's the flower.
How much money is it going to cost us? But I think that played a part in Gatwa's decision to leave. I get the impression that that was part of it. I don't know if he had planned on being around for much longer. I got like, from what I read, there seemed to be conflicting opinions on if he had only ever meant to hang around for a couple of years, couple of series, or if it was the fact that he seems to be in demand. So is it like, you know, this insecurity around like how the production is going to continue, and he's like, I don't have time to sit around and wait for them. You know, I don't have time to sit around to potentially commit to another 2 or 3 years, and then they might not bother. Meanwhile, I'm like rejecting offers when I am heavily in demand as an actor in prime acting years as well, right? I think he's in his early 30s, so it's like, I feel like that's the time when you, as an actor, you started probably when you're a teenager, or you know, late teens, early 20s, and then you've done your apprenticeship for a decade. So if you're not doing decent work as an actor by your 30s, I feel like you're doing something. You're maybe doing something wrong.
Let's go.
Or maybe luck's just not on your side. But I feel like 30s is like prime. You know, 30s to 40s is when you're going to get the big stuff, I would say. Of course, there are parts for all ages, but generally speaking, leading parts tend to be 20s, 30s, 40s, I would say. Particularly in the kind of stuff that he's been in. And then, yeah, the idea of him sitting there being like, I'm just sitting here twiddling my thumbs while you guys decide how you're going to make more of this. That's right, he did say that he would be upset if he didn't get to face off with Daleks, because he was such a big fan of them. And yet, yeah, here we are, he never got to do that. But that was one of the things people were pointing to as saying, like, there was some suggestion that his decision came late in the process, and they may have had to do reshoots for this finale to account for him deciding to go at this point. So that was the suggestion, was that he hadn't intended to leave, but the delays had kind of pushed him to it, you know?
Hey! I'm lost! Help me!
Something you want to be an actor and you're 31 soon. You can do it at any age though, that's the thing. But I think what you hear about a lot is, you know, actors who get into it and are at, you know, like they go to drama school from school, so they're like in their teenage years. And so then they spend maybe multiple years following drama school guessing, because it is like it's a tough gig trying to be an actor, from what I hear. Oh, how do we get up there? I guess we go this way. Oh.
Slow down.
Before we do that, though.
There you are.
No, don't get me wrong. You can be an actor at any age.
Come on.
There are no like entry requirements on that front. I just think it's quite common that people will go there when they're a teenager.
Come.
Well, you'll never know if you never try. So as long as you try,
Thank you, mister. I thought I was
what
dead
more
up there
what
when
more
you
can you
fell.
ask than to
No
try?
problem. I wasn't just gonna leave you out there.
What is it? The thing I always try and remember from watching a lot of Bob Ross, the painter. Talent is a pursued interest. So if there's something you want to do, try it, do it. And the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. That's just, as long as you have that desire to do the thing, and you do the thing, the proficiency in it should follow, eventually. Sooner for some, later for others. It's just natural. I am going the wrong way, apparently.
Go.
Hey look, the more Scottish doctors the better as far as I'm concerned. So whether or not they played it with a Scottish accent, there's been at least 4, right? Sylvester McCoy,
Yeah.
David Tennant, Peter Capaldi, and Ncuti Gatwa, who was it Nigerian? And his family moved to Scotland. Was it no Rwanda? Was it Rwanda? He might have been Rwandan. Half Scottish is full Scottish as far as I'm concerned. Any Scottish is Scottish enough for me. Oh, the zombie fucking screaming because we set it on fire. Whoops, sorry, bud. So I say I count 4. I count 4. McCoy, Tennant. You can count him twice if you like. Capaldi and Gatwa. Good enough for me.
Another satisfied customer, Mr. West Dickens?
Oh, hello, John. Yeah, poor fellow can't get enough.
As I see.
Get rid of him, would you?
Why?
Well, because we're old friends.
No.
No.
Because we'll team up and fight the forces of darkness together.
No.
Because I've got something you want. Trust me, you cynical bastard.
There we go. Good enough. Good enough reason.
Thank you, dear boy. Oh, thank you. Oh. Oh, did you get the stuff?
Of course.
I did.
Oh, excellent. Oh, wait just a minute.
I like Tennant. I might lean more towards Capaldi. To be fair though, I also like Jodie Whittaker as the Doctor, and I don't know how many did. I know her era wasn't the most popular.
I got my mathematics correct.
I think I put that down more towards the writing and stuff.
You got your
People didn't like
sums
that.
wrong.
I liked her energy, honestly.
Now listen, John.
She had an enthusiasm that I
More
liked.
serious weaponry.
Yeah, she had
I've got
energy,
a plan.
exactly.
But you
CTO
need
says,
to
I
pick up
liked
some
her, I
old
didn't like the
parts of
writing they
Riley's
gave her, and
charge.
that's when I gave up.
Another shopping trip.
I think I would
Well,
pretty much
excuse me
agree
if my
exactly with what
efforts
you're
of
saying there.
salvation are
Do you know what
interrupting
the
your
thing
busy
is I don't
social
like about
calendar,
Doctor Who?
I'm only trying to help.
And I think they
because
started
we're
it
old friends.
in the
I know.
Tennant era, but then when Moffat
better not be
was
wasting
writing
my time.
11,
Me?
particularly 11,
Perish the thought.
whenever they write the Doctor as basically God, as like a fucking deity figure, like whenever they write the Doctor as this like galactic, like everyone in the universe knows, fears, respects, or worships at the, you know, grovels at the Doctor's feet, when they talk about, do you know what I mean, right? Like there's a certain way that they write the Doctor in some of these stories, where he's like the biggest, baddest, bestest, fucking, he's super amazing, super Saiyan, amazing, fucking, oh my god, it's the Doctor, or everyone's shitting their pants because it's the Doctor, or the entire galaxy is conspiring against him because he's the Doctor, and, oh, the word Doctor comes from you, the Doctor, being the Doctor, like, all this fucking jerking off of the character of the Doctor. I hate that. That's my least favourite thing in Doctor Who. My preference is for just this odd fellow going around trying to do what's right, trying their best in shitty circumstances, right? And sometimes in the act of trying to sort something, kind of making it worse before they make it better. And sometimes they save something, but there's a cost. Like that I like. But when the Doctor is like, what was it? Was it a Capaldi Doctor or was it Smith? I think it was Capaldi, where like, when certain threats happen, the Doctor is made King of Earth to make all decisions of all policies on all action. Like, I fucking hate that stuff. Where they aggrandize the Doctor so much. I hate that shit. It's my least favourite. I like Matt Smith. I liked him. Also, I really liked Karen Gillan. So much her lawyers asked me to stop writing those letters. Yeah, just my least favourite stuff is when they make the Doctor important, and that, well, to CTO's point, I feel like that kind of reached a weird level of zenith when they did the Timeless Child stuff. That completely changed the very nature of the character, but also their role in Time Lord society. Like, they are basically the reason the Time Lords are the Time Lords in some way, right? The ability that we all that is fundamental to Time Lord characters came from this character. And it's like, oh right, cool. And this character seems basically immortal now. You know, the regeneration thing was always like a big fudging of things to keep the show going. But then you're like, I got annoyed when they ducked out of that with the Matt Smith story, where they just gave him a new set of regenerations. Like, okay, well, great. Like, because for years it was like, there's 12. You get 12 of them. 12 regens. And then it was just like, we'll just give you a new set. You're like, what? And then with the Timeless Child stuff, it's just like, don't worry about it. It's never going to matter. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, boy, that seems kind of lazy in a way. I don't know. I was, like, I'm of two minds of that Timeless Child reveal, because it's like, it's a subvert your expectations kind of thing, or like a pulling the rug out from under you, what you thought this character was. Like, it's not invalid, but it sure doesn't seem like it's paid off in any way since then, and I have no faith that they ever will go back to it and actually talk about it. The Flux storyline was confusing. I don't actually know what... Well, it was all about, like, the personification of time and things that existed before time was a thing, right? Open your satchel with the correct herbs to coat your bullets. Huh? Oh, I mean, that's my satchel, right? I don't see a button. No, that's bait. Oh, phosphorus coating, there it is. Okay, we'll worry about that later. Right, well, what are we doing now? You found Nigel West Dickens at Fort Mercer, delivered his ingredients, asked you to pick up some old parts at Riley's Charge for his next project. Cool. I got distracted complaining about Doctor Who. Wait, what's that? Missing souls? Is this the equivalent of, like, bounties? I bet you it is, isn't it? Yeah, I just liked the enthusiasm and earnestness that Jodie Whittaker brought to the role. Like a kind of like, not quite childlike glee, but like a certain, yeah, positivity. Then again, I thought the same with Ncuti Gatwa's Doctor. I think maybe he cried just a little bit too often.
Let's go.
Or rather, some of the things that seemed to make his character get all emotional were maybe a bit underwritten. Although I think that is a criticism you could probably level at this show a lot, is just the writing is not consistently as good as the performances and the people that are doing the performances. She reminded me of Mrs. Frizzle from the Magic School Bus. I have seen that, yes, and I see where you're coming from. Oh! It's our friend. It's our silent friend, the lady. Wait, is that? That looks very much like her.
In a time of enormous crisis, I might have known the government would have you boys doing the work of a common clerk.
Well, thank you for your input, citizen. I'm glad you find life so funny.
My pleasure.
Get on the Magic School Bus.
Do you think this poor girl's family finds life quite so funny right now?
Family? I assumed she was a common killer.
She's a missing person. Missing presumed dead, I guess. But you keep cracking them jokes.
Missing presumed undead, more like.
I'm sorry, mister. I guess I spoke a little out of turn.
I ain't the one you should be apologizing to. Just find the girl.
I swear.
She's 15.
I swear the girl in the poster looks like the girl that was dragging that boy away. Jodie has very excited teacher energy. That's a really good way of putting it. I 100% agree with that. I like that characterization. Nice. I did know that Matt Smith was bald. Yes, I knew that that was a wig. Because he was... I can't remember what role it was he'd shaved for, but I do remember that. And you can you can tell without knowing that. If you look at his hair, it's obvious that there's something weird about it in the scene. Just the way there's like a bit that flops down, and it's like it doesn't look right. Yes, I think she was bald as well, wasn't she? I think she had her hair cut, or like her hair was short. So both of them were wearing a wig, wearing wigs in that scene. And again, if you look at her hair, it's like, that's not what your hair ever looked like in the series. It's close, but it's not quite how it looked. There's something off. Did you know they regret having David Tennant regenerate? Because they brought him back like 4 times. I don't know what the deal is with that. Because because he made, I'm pretty sure, like most of them, he kind of made the decision that he was done. I think more often than not in the show's history, it's been the actor who decides, I'm done. And I think for him, it seems like it was like a pretty agonized decision, where, you know, the typecasting thing, and also like you want to do other stuff, and you would just get a little bit kind of run down and bored, even if you enjoy it, right? You'll get tired of it. And then I think since he left, he then was like, man, I wanted to do more of that, but I think he made a tough choice at the time to be like, I need to know when to get out, you know? Yeah, no, it's not difficult to come back to. Sorry, it's not easy to come back to. Yeah. Although I'll tell you what gave set off some of my
Don't you worry
bullshit.
about blank, Zio SM.
Nope.
Let me
Oh,
worry
no,
about
Zio,
blank.
not again.
Something Taco Tuesday. So let's celebrate with
Tuesday.
Terror Tuesday with Terror for Admiral. No eyes, for a few minutes.
Okay. I need to pee, so I will go pee, and then I will start the timer when I come back. Yeah, he likes it, but committing to any shows for a whole season or multiple seasons, yeah, it's. I can imagine it's a, like it's. I feel like it's got to be an absolute nightmare in the head of any actor, right? Where my understanding of most actors, the vast majority of actors, is time between like proper paying gigs, reasonable gigs, and like steady work can be massive. So if somebody comes along and says, hey, we want you on this show, and it's a role that could go on for years, right? In their head, there's got to be the calculations running of like, dude, I've got to do this. Like, I have to take this. And, you know, sometimes they're like, I want to do this, right? But then, yeah, like, in the head as well, they're like, but now I have to do the same thing for X amount of episodes per year or X amount of months of the year for however many years. So it's weird for them, right? Seasons are great for paychecks, but not for variety. That's why Marvel locks people in for years. Yeah, it's just it's got to be tough. It's got to be tough because even doing something you love, and even if it's an awesome thing to do, right? If it's fun, there are aspects of it that are still tough, and it's a job. Like it's still effort, and yeah, like just personality wise. The kind of people who are going to be actors doing the same thing all the time for a decade, right? Like even that you would get bored of, you know? Yeah, maybe you love acting but hate the daily makeup or the table reads. Yeah, no, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Is like those are the work parts of the job. That's why it's not just playing and having fun. You know, from my admittedly, you know, low end experience of playing music. There's many aspects of playing live music and being in a band that are not fun, but they are worth the fun bit in the middle. But like dragging around, setting up, tearing down, storing a bunch of equipment, having to pay for that, having to replace it, having to do all that shit. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the piss mat, of course. Yeah, having to do all that, none of that's fun. And it has to be done every time, essentially. Almost every time. Unless you're playing gigs that other people provide the equipment, which is rare if you're a jobbing musician. But yeah, it's like, it's gotta be tough. But yeah, sorry, my bullshit detector was going off when one of the interviews recently, like one of the, I think it was like the official one. But that's you avoiding doing that part. That's you leaving that part of the job, right? Essentially, the roadies bit. That's the equivalent of an actor getting a different gig. Because they're done with all the bullshit associated with that one. They want a new thing. They don't want to have to deal with it.
I'm learning.
The overleveled Negan says I'm learning.
That's the... Oh, god damn it. 2 in a row, is it?
I'm learning.
The overleveled Negan says I'm learning.
Is it to be more ghosts? Oh, Jesus. Right, okay, Negan.
I'm learning.
Right.
The overleveled Negan says I'm learning.
You've inspired me now. The price is going up right now. Why won't this game WWE Triple Threat of Ghosts? So now I can't start up Chrome apparently. Oh no, there we go. Right. Cause yeah, look, I like learning and I like reading the books and stuff, but CTO's right. The amount of disruption it does in a stream, we have to make the price slightly greater to account for this. Twitch, and then
I'm learning.
CTO
God damn it, CTO.
77 says I'm learning.
You asshole. And what do you want to learn, little boy? Pre-inflation. Yeah, he's getting in on the ground. God damn it, CTO! Right.
CTO
Okay, so
77
right. So this is actually a five-way match of ghosts. So 6-way. You son of a bitch! Stop it!
I'm learning.
CTO underscore 77 says I'm
wait,
learning.
but the problem is CTO has so many that it doesn't matter. I could change this. I could make this so much more expensive, and it wouldn't change what he's doing.
Says I'm learning.
Like, oh god, it wouldn't matter what I change. I hate you. Oh, Pokey, no!
Pokeel says I'm learning.
I've doubled it. It's 150, which means nothing to the likes of CTO because he's a millionaire.
I'm learning.
CTO underscore
right, so
77
we're just going to be
says
reading
I'm
that ghost
learning.
thing for a while now. Okay. Okay, well, that's good though, because we need to do Zeo's a word ban. So I will just have to go pee, and then we come back and we just read for 10 minutes. Because probably the word I is not in there. I did the hydrate. Fuck you. I did the hydrate. You need to pay attention, dude. This is starting to piss me off. I did it. This is starting to fucking annoy me. Because every time I have to fucking refute the allegations that I'm not hydrating. I fucking did. Listen, you default. I do that every time. Like I did when the hydrate came in. Ah, what a refreshing drink of water. We'll be right back. It's like flesh-coloured.
What about
when we differ? I feel weird, but I'm not stopping. Also, look at her fucking underwear. Look at that. What is that? That's not real. My immersion is ruined. I'm trying to get angles up this fucking anime character's skirt now. They are... Dude, I feel that there should be some hint of nipple with that high a cut. No, there definitely should be. I've seen a nipple. Don't clip... Oh, god damn it. Later, loser. Guess I get to have my elementary school.
Mr. Holmes?
Ah! You fucker. I forgot about Watson.
I want to
Fuck
talk
off
to
the
you.
dog!
Don't be hysterical. Drop your gun.
I don't trust you. You're out to get... Don't come any closer.
I didn't realise how central... Oh my god! How is he not... Okay, first of all, I didn't realise how central to the fucking drama the dog was going to be. I came closer to the doll, but the damn thing ran away! The doll just stood up and ran. I grabbed an axe from the fireplace and pursued it. The doll ran to the children's room and tried to hide, but I started beating it frantically. Bullying chat? How very dare you. That's not something we do here. It's the other way around. Shakes water furiously. Yes, we were furious. Okay, now start that timer for Zeo's 10 minutes of not saying the first person singular pronoun for oneself. Right. To the library. Welcome to the library. There's the schedule. That's good timing. Schedule. Schedule. We're learning about ghosts. This is going to be basically 10 minutes of reading this book, everyone. So settle in. Where did we stop? Tollbooth Inn, right? Yes, invisible hands and all that jazz. The one episode where Peter read it, the Stephen King book. Well, it's been here, but we haven't read it yet. This is the first time we've been reading it today. we got it. It was acquired by this person here years ago for a thing they were doing or thinking about doing. Reference material, inspiration. We haven't used it for that, but maybe now. Okay. The weird emblem above the door of Bible Land, an ancient haunted house on Canongate. Alan Dolby. Chat lives to aggravate you. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. The building called Bible Land. That's the thing above the door. Near the end of the Royal Mile is 16th century Queensberry House, which has now been incorporated into the Scottish Parliament complex. Alas, the high security fences built around it have spoiled its appearance more than a little. A gruesome legend is attached... Take two. A gruesome legend is attached to Queensberry House. In the early 18th century, it is said... Take two of two. In the early... Take three. In the early 18th century, it is said... The son of the then owner of the house, James, 2nd Duke of Queensberry, had a grim secret. His own son was a raving lunatic, and he kept him locked up and away from prying eyes. The youth was more like a beast than a man, and had a ravenous hunger. One fateful day he escaped from his cell in the bowels of the house, and, drawn by the smell of roasting meat, found his way into the kitchen. The kitchen was deserted except for a small boy who was employed to turn the meat on the spit over the fire. When the Duke and his men returned to the house, they found the kitchen in a mess. Half the meat gnawed off the spit, and the maniac sitting on a stool by the fire, placidly devouring what remained of the kitchen boy! Ever since this horrific cannibal feast, the site of the old kitchens has been haunted by the unfortunate boy, and also by the smell of roasting meat. Staff have complained of strange goings-on in the area, now occupied by an administration office, as recently as 2009. Sushi Gin. Yeah. The Royal Mile comes to an end at another of Edinburgh's star attractions, and another with a ghostly reputation, Holyrood Palace. For many years, Holyrood Palace was possessed of an indelible bloodstain, which commemorated the assassination of the lover of Mary, Queen of Scots, a man named Rizzio. Under Rizzio's dead body, the blood pooled from a gaping sword wound into the floorboards, and for a long time the stain could not be got rid of. Never mind how often it was scrubbed by overworked servants. A number of apparitions have also been seen at Holyrood. The Grey Lady is most commonly encountered, one even we've heard of, drifting quietly here and there and keeping her secret, for no one knows who she is or why she should haunt the palace. A man dressed in the style of the 16th century with a ruff around his neck has also been seen. It's possible this is the ghost of Lord Darnley, Mary, Queen of Scots' husband. Phantom footfalls have regularly been heard pacing empty corridors. Lady Tweedale, who lived in the palace in the 1890s, related several psychic experiences. These included seeing a man dressed in the style of the Restoration walking through a door, and watching as a heavy iron bedstead moved itself across a bedroom floor. If all these individual haunted sites were not enough, the entire length of the Royal Mile itself is haunted. The ghost of General Tom Dalyell, a Scottish royalist defeated during the Civil War, charges down the street after street riding a spectral horse. A phantom black coach, pulled by black horses, has also been known to thunder along the Royal Mile. Legend has it, the entrance to a tunnel was uncovered at Edinburgh Castle centuries ago, and a piper was sent down with a lantern to trace its course. He played his bagpipes with all his might, so that those above ground could follow the direction he took. Suddenly, the sound ceased, and he was never seen again. Now, if you listen very carefully, you might hear the mournful skirl of his pipes somewhere deep below your feet on the Royal Mile. A number of apparitions, most commonly that of a lady in grey, have been reported from Holyrood Palace. Which is that? Just off the Royal Mile is another area popular with tourists, the Grass Market. Centuries ago, the Grass Market was haunted by Major Weir, a self-confessed devil worshipper who was executed along with his sister in the 17th century. Major Weir's satanic ghost gallops through the grass market on a headless horse wreathed in flames. The apparition of Jean Weir, who was burned to death alongside her brother after cheerfully admitting to being a witch, has also been seen here, with a face horribly blackened and disfigured from the flames. Their ghosts have also been encountered near their former home in Westbow. Holyrood, with an R. Holyrood, I think. Yeah, Holyrood. Pretty sure. Don't know that there is a... There might be. There might be a Hollywood somewhere. Finally, we must consider Greyfriars Kirkyard, complete with its statue of Greyfriars Bobby, the little terrier whose refusal to quit the burial place of his master made him famous. Nowadays, thanks in part to a number of regular ghost tours, Greyfriars is just as well known for its spooks. Many people attending these tours have reported unpleasant experiences in the southern part of the graveyard, where can be found the Covenanters' Prison. Here in the 17th century, scores of people who had sought religious independence were locked up on suspicion of treason. So harsh was their treatment that many of these men, women and children died. Numerous visitors claim to have experienced overwhelming feelings of dread and nausea in and around the Covenanters' Prison, and a few have even passed out. Others claim to have been pushed, slapped or pinched by something invisible and malevolent, particularly near the monument to Sir George Mackenzie. Rose Hall... Oh, sorry. We misread that. Others claim to have been pushed, slapped or pinched by something invisible and malevolent, particularly near the monument to Sir George Mackenzie Rose Hall, the man responsible for the Covenanters' fate. Bloody Mackenzie's mausoleum has long been considered haunted. In recent years, a weird glowing figure has also been reported from the kirkyard. A massacre in Greyfriars Churchyard in the 17th century has generated a plethora of psychic phenomena in the vicinity of the so-called Covenanters' Prison. Which is that. This camera drives me nuts. Right, where are we at? A couple of more minutes. Moving on to my hometown, Glasgow. Glasgow's largest city. This book could have used another pass, a proofreading pass. Dundee is not in there. Glasgow's largest city also has its fair share of ghosts. What they meant to type, dear reader, was Scotland's largest city. Glasgow. Scotland's largest city also has its fair share of ghosts. The apparition of two men in the 18th century costume has been seen, maybe, in the vicinity of George Street. They are a cheerful pair, strolling along and chatting amicably, although silently, to each other. They were seen by a shift worker returning home in the small hours of the morning. They ambled along beside him for a while, exchanging their silent gossip, and then, in the wink of an eye, vanished! The late ghost hunter, Andrew Green, recorded a case of a haunting at one of the road bridges over the River Clyde in central Glasgow. A friend of Green's was walking over the Dalmarnock Road Bridge when he saw, quote, a normal-looking young man standing on the bridge looking down towards the Clyde. Thinking it may be a suicide attempt, they suddenly found themselves shouting, "No, don't!" But when only 3 yards from the man jumped. As they looked over the bridge in horror, they was utterly amazed to see the figure vanish into thin air. The witness was so shocked by the vision that it made him feel physically sick. He was able to recall the ghost's appearance in detail, as a youngish man of about 30 wearing a navy blue 3/4 length coat and coal black trousers. He has his hair in a crew-cut style. We'll finish this page. In his book Ghosts of Today, Andrew Green also relates an odd experience had by a customer in a now-defunct clothes shop in Brunswick Street. She was browsing the outfits on display when she noticed a middle-aged man sitting cross-legged on a chair in the middle of the store, reading a paper which he held in one hand. He only caught her attention because the shop was crowded and he was sitting in an inconvenient place, utterly unconcerned by the bustle around him. The cut of his suit was rather old-fashioned, and in a material heavier than one would expect on a warm summer's day. The customer was just noticing these apparently inconsequential details when suddenly both man and chair disappeared. One moment he was there, the next he was gone. No explanation has come forward to this mundane but puzzling apparition. One of the city's most haunted locations is its Western Infirmary. Many hospitals all over the UK have haunted reputations, due perhaps to the dramas of life and death which take place in them. Numerous are the tales of night staff hearing disembodied footsteps approaching the beds of dying patients, or seeing apparitions apparently watching over them. The ghost of the Western Infirmary is said to be of a renowned surgeon. The story, as told by Peter Underwood in his Gazetteer of Scottish and Irish Ghosts, is that brain surgeon Sir William McEwen, near the end of his life, turned away an artist who was suffering from blinding headaches. The headaches were not only painful and debilitating, they were seriously interfering with his work, and he was desperate. Nevertheless, after repeated requests, Sir William declined to carry out an operation, possibly because he felt his own skill was fading. After a heated consultation, the artist, in the midst of one of his attacks, left the office of the unresponsive Sir William, and it is in his anguish and agony, tripped on the staircase and fell to his death. The ghostly, white-coated figure which has been pacing a corridor leading to an operating theatre after dark is now thought to be Sir William's remorseful spirit. And that is about 10 minutes, and we have managed to avoid saying that pronoun. Wait, the doctor haunts it, not the dude who died there. Did the doctor even die there? You don't have to haunt where you died. Who says that's the rules? Can't it be that you haunt a place that has a lot of significance to you? Emotional significance. That could be a thing. Right? Is that a ridge on my nose? It is. From those damn specs. Alright. Did it for that doctor, or did he only on the office for...
I'm learning.
The overleveled Negan says I'm learning.
What would you like to learn, Negan? So what I'm hearing here is 150 is still too low. Didn't want to go crazy. More ghosts. Let's make it through that ghost storybook. Well, we're on page 24 of 80. So, you know, there you go. That's what we've done so far. Well, we skipped the intro, because why would we? Could you set up Twitch to double it each time it's redeemed each day? I don't know that their system is advanced enough to account for that, and I don't know if you can do it through a third party to set it. Twitch does have a thing for like dynamic pricing of things, but I don't know how that necessarily works. I assume it's like, you know, how much in demand they are. I don't know if it applies to points or if it's just bits. Oh, sorry, hold on. No, wrong button. My finger slipped, actually. I did aim for the right button, I just missed. Okay, here we go. Welcome back to the library. Glasgow's Theatre Royal is haunted by a less exalted figure, a humble cleaner. Nicknamed Nora by staff, this unassuming apparition goes about its mundane tasks just as Nora did in life. Another female phantom patrols one of the city's more unusual haunted sites, one of the underground stations. The Grey Lady is the name given to the ghost of the station in Shields Road, Kingston. The story given to explain her presence is that she fell onto the tracks in the 1920s and was killed. Mysterious footsteps have also been heard here, and maintenance crews have reported seeing weird lights around the station. The city of Glasgow is the location of a number of extraordinary ghost stories. Glasgow. The creepiest location in Glasgow is its necropolis, an extensive cemetery distinguished by ornate Gothic tombs of the 19th century. Actually, there are two cemeteries. The southern necropolis is in the Gorbals. Several odd stories are told about the southern necropolis. According to organisers of ghost walks here, highly reliable I'm sure, A statue on the memorial to the innocuously named Mrs. Smith has a habit of turning its head to stare at passers-by. Even stranger is the incident which took place in the 1960s, when gangs of Gorbals kids invaded the cemetery in search of a vampire. This was no ordinary vampire, if there is such a thing. This one had metal fangs. The youngsters were so convinced of the existence of this monster and its predations on local children that they formed a posse, armed themselves with stakes and set off to dispatch it. The police had to be called to calm the situation. It is thought a pulp horror comic may have inspired the belief in the vampire with the iron teeth. A number of other strange tales about Glasgow have been related by the late ghost hunter Elliot O'Donnell. One of the most bizarre concerns a haunted bath. O'Donnell is notorious for his very many weird and wonderful ghost stories, which are rarely supported by named witnesses or even specific locations, thereby stretching credulity to its limit. In this case, however, he provides both. The witness was given as Captain W. de S. Smythe, and the location as a house in Blytheswood Square. He does not identify the house specifically, but this would be a reasonable precaution against litigation from an aggrieved landlord who might find it hard to let out a house with a haunted reputation. According to O'Donnell, Captain Smythe was delighted with everything in the house when he moved in except the bathroom. This he found excessively grim. Excessively grim. Even after a major overhaul and redecoration, there was something about this room which he found vaguely unnerving. Nothing untoward happened here until the Smythes had been in residence for a number of weeks. When Captain Smythe was preparing to take a bath, he heard some odd noises coming from the grate. He chose to ignore them. After a few aborted attempts to get in the bath, the water always seemed too hot, he slipped on the wet floor and fell with an undignified bump. Before he had the chance to clamber up again, the candles he had lit suddenly went out, and he found himself engulfed in the most funereal darkness. O'Donnell takes up the tale. Quote, "The moment the candles were extinguished, the grimness sensibility increased, and he could feel all around him, thickly amalgamated with the ether, a superphysical presence, at once hostile and horrible. Then, to bring his terror to a climax, there issued from the bath a loud rubbing and splashing, as if someone, some very heavy person, was vigorously washing. The water rose and fell, squished and bubbled, as it does when one is lying at full length in it, raising and lowering oneself, kicking and plunging first on one side and then on the other. Whilst, to add to the realism, Captain Smythe distinctly heard gasping and puffing of the soft, greasy sound of a well-soaped flannel. He could indeed follow every movement of the occupant of the bath as graphically as if he had seen him, from the brisk scrubbing of body and legs to the finicky process of cleaning the ears and toes. If this was not unnerving enough, things rapidly got worse. Captain Smythe heard the door of a cupboard in the bathroom open and something sidled out and began to creep towards him. Paralysed with dread, Smythe found himself unable to move out of the path of the creeping thing. As soon as it touched him, he realised it was a woman, or the form of one. He could feel flounces of soft silk against his skin, heard the tinkle of jewellery and detected the scent of violets. Then the woman stepped on him. Kinky. Planting one icy cold high-heeled shoe on his chest and the other on his cheek, she stepped on him as if he had been an orthodox cushion or footstool, purposely placed there for her convenience. A hollow exclamation which died away in a gasp issued from the bath, as the woman, with a swift movement of her arms, threw something over it. What followed the captain could only surmise, but from the muttered imprecations and splashes of the water, it seemed to him that nothing short of murder was taking place. After a while, the noises in the bath grew feebler and feebler, and when they finally ceased, the woman, with a sigh of relief, shook the water from her arms, and, stepping off the captain, moved towards the fireplace." Yeah, it has to be a foot one, right? Yeah, here we go. Smythe's paralysis suddenly left him, and he realised he wasn't in darkness at all. The candles were still lit. Floating in the air before him, rapidly fading, was a white, luminous face, entirely awful and devilish. Smythe fled the bathroom, stark naked, and rushed downstairs to his entirely disbelieving and unsympathetic wife. A few days later, their eldest son ran out of the bathroom, horrified by the sight of something very nasty indeed in the bath. The body of a hoary-headed old man, bloated and purplish blue. Mrs. Smythe and the servant hurried to the bathroom, but found the bath empty and dry. As they left, however, they encountered on the landing outside a, quote, dark, handsome, evil-eyed woman, end quote, who silently glided into the bathroom and vanished. Cured of her skepticism, Mrs. Smythe ordered the household to decamp at once, and they never went back. Later, they learnt that the house had previously been lived in by an elderly man and his much younger Spanish wife. The man had died in the bath, but without a breath of suspicion falling on his young widow, who accepted her inheritance and promptly left the country. Coincidence? I think not. One of the more elaborate Victorian tombs in Glasgow's necropolis. Just for the record, there it is. He probably deserved it. CTO's just like, get that paper. Get paid. If you have to off some old Scottish lad in his bath, he probably earned it. Old men with young widows are never a good look. Well, okay, fair enough. I don't know, I just like the inclusion of the fact that she was like his young Spanish wife. And earlier on, like in the previous paragraph, like they say, like the quote they see is like they saw a dark, handsome woman. It's like, okay, a swarthy foreigner, I see. Alejandro. You know, like, wow. How cliche of you. Oh, this was a bad choice. In fact, it could have been a really good choice. Is this a good location to try and get 4 types of undead in one dead out? I don't see any retchers though, so that would ruin the whole thing. Okay. What are we even doing? Apart from just fucking reading all day. 6 more retchers. Kill 3 zombies in 1 shot. Well, that seems like a really good place for that then, doesn't it? Okay. 3 zombies in 1 shot. Done. Kill 2 zombie animals in 1 shot. Right. Well, like a couple of zombie wolves chasing us. When is my homework? No homework today, class. You're welcome. Don't say it. I'm never nice to you. I'm never gonna find 2 zombie animals again, am I? They're all gonna be social distancing. Oh, I take it all back. Yeah! We got that, right? We totally did. Hell yeah. Obtain and change into the US Army uniform. Kill a zombie with an explosive rifle while wearing the US Army uniform. Wait, what? Wait, how do I obtain it? Oh, we haven't found it yet. We might have to go to... Let's maybe go to Mexico. That's just too easy. What are you talking about? I had to work at that. Come into class at 10:30. Yeah, you know, whenever you like. Whenever you like. We're easy here. Look, this is for your benefit, okay? Oh, the US Army one. I stopped reading after I knew I need the uniform. Kill a zombie with the explosive rifle. Yeah, well, the challenge will be the things you need to do to get the US Army uniform. I did vaguely recognize it as a reference Poke, but I couldn't place it. Yeah, no, the challenge is, like, getting the US Army uniform in the main game is a pain in the butt, from what I remember. So, who knows what the requirements are, right? That'll be the meat of the challenge, probably. That's in Mexico. We know that. That they just appear. You get told when there's one nearby. Kill one of each of the 4 types of undead in 1 meter. Again, we just need a time to be able to do that. Right. So, we're not that far away. Look at that. Oh wait, no! Oops, wrong rifle. I'm helping!
Please just stay dead.
Thanks for that. I'm going up north. I've heard tell that the bus freezes when it gets too cold.
I totally forgot what we were doing. We were doing this.
Happy to even up the odds, partner.
Oof. Got him.
Left.
I forgot I started a bit later today, so now I was surprised that it was 5 o'clock. I am also surprised that we've been going for, yeah, nearly 3 hours now. Nice try, Ultron. Jorge's Gap. That was a thing that you said, CTO, right? But didn't you say... I thought the indication was that that was in Mexico. It was 1 hour of reading. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't... It was a non... It's been a non-insignificant amount of reading. I thought it said... I thought from what you had said earlier, Mexico just has more retros. So what was Jorge's Gap just another separate location where you might find retros? Why did Jorge's Gap come up? Yeah, someone suggested looking at it.
Easy.
Oh my God! Thank you. That was awful.
Okay, she looks similar to the woman who's been
Come
following
on.
us.
Your family's worried sick.
I didn't. No, I haven't hydrated that one that you just did. No, I haven't done that one. We'll do that right now.
What were you doing out here by yourself?
We were so hungry. Even at the fort, there ain't enough to go around. I just wanted to find something to eat.
There ain't no food out here but us right now, miss. You should stay where it's safe.
What's your name, mister?
John. John Marston.
I've heard that somewhere before. You from around here?
I spent some time down here, but I live in West Elizabeth. I have a small farm up there. My wife and son, they've got the infection.
That's terrible. You think there's a cure?
I hope so.
Climb on. Let's get you home. Go!
Whoa! What did she just do there?
God help us.
Did you see that? She like she did a 360 no scope.
At the house like a pack of wolves. It was like they could smell me in there.
No offense, miss, but they could.
It's horrific. Are they alive or dead?
Yes.
Somewhere in between, I reckon.
It's some kind of punishment for our sins, isn't it? It's a curse. My pa warned me, but I didn't listen. This is all my fault.
How's it your fault? Where are we even going? Oh, back to the fort, of course we are.
Talking about?
I kissed a man and we weren't even betrothed.
Oh, straight to hell.
Lord,
Don't
have
worry.
mercy.
Believe me.
Also, we haven't seen a single retro spawn in Jorge's Gap. I mean, given the number that are here, it seems like a good place to try for the number that spawn.
Never in all my life.
That's
What
right.
on earth?
I kiss unmarried men all the time.
I don't feel so good. I need a doctor.
I don't think a doctor can help.
Why are we stopping?
I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, lady.
You're long past the doctor's visit.
God help us. What are you doing? We have to keep moving.
Oh, fucking very, very, very demanding for someone who, up until about 5 minutes ago, was stuck in a house surrounded by zombies.
Come on.
Oh, what do we do? We need to keep moving. At my pace, lady.
It's like nothing I've seen before.
You're telling me.
I mean, my Uncle Pete gets incoherent and mighty gropey from time to time and coughs up some bilious horrors of a morning, but never anything like this.
I'm pretty sure whatever your Uncle Pete's got is saloon related. Now let's try to get you back to whatever is left of your family in one piece.
I feel like you set me up for that one. CTO?
Is there no end?
I feel like I was set up good and proper.
Here we are. I can't seem to get away from this place.
Is the weird silent lady who
Like
appears in
I
every
said,
cutscene going to
thank
be
you.
here?
Good luck helping your family, Mr. Marston.
Okay, maybe not every cutscene,
Thank
but
you.
it seems to be in a lot of them. Oh, I saw a shadow behind us. Oh no, that's him. Bit close, ain't you,
Quite no
pal?
more just like him, Mr. Comedian. We got a whole host of missing folk.
Well, if you have a list of them, it's another thing I have to tick off. Because I can't let it lie, can I? Oh, fuck. Misunderstood mother. Undead Hunter menu entry. Return one missing person to El Presidio. Find and break the mythical unicorn. Sought by friends. Fine. Do it. Although I don't know if there's an actual in-game, you know, mission for saving these people. Also, the Pacific Union camp has been attacked by zombies. So, we have to go out there. This is the wrong bed, apparently. Right. Pacific Union camp. Why is my horse in a pack of zombies? What were you doing to my horse? You villains! Alright. So, I want to maybe see if we can get a Retcher to spawn. Or if there's a Retcher spawn. And then we can try getting a bunch of them in one Deadeye meter. But I'm not convinced it is. Also, there need to be... Yeah, this doesn't look like they've spawned. Alright. Oh crap, that's only one of them and she moved! Son of a bitch!
Okay, this one's for you. Let's go. Come on.
That's what I should have done. There we go. Yeah, it just looks like a bunch of regular zombies have spawned here. Unfortunately. There you go. Okay. Now, how far away is that? Oh, she's spawned in the same place as we're supposed to go down there. Is that more annoying than anything else? What do we need to actually do for West Dickens down there? Oh, pick up stuff from there. Okay, well that's not the worst. We're gonna pick up whatever ammo we can. And fast travel. I think the more you fast travel though, you know, time is passing. So therefore more settlements will fall to the zombies again. So this process will just compound, essentially. And so yeah, I do think there is a... I don't know if it's an in-game thing you have to do, or if it is just an achievement for having all settlements on the map be safe at the one time. But of course, they are constantly, you know, every 3 days, and they are falling to the zombies again, and you know, you can't. Every time you do something, or every time you travel, it's gonna advance time. So I think the idea is that what you do is, once you have all the settlements unlocked and you save them, you don't fast travel, or you try to avoid fast traveling as best you can, because it's quicker for you in terms of the in-game clock. It's quicker for you to get from settlement to settlement rather than fast travel, but it's not an easy thing to do, if I recall. I'm pretty sure I did it when this game first came out. But it was, I seem to remember it being a bit of a pain in the ass, because, like, getting from one end of the map and saving them to the other, and then halfway back across the map another settlement falls, and you're like, ah, oh, god damn it. There's too many plates to spin. It doesn't account for said time it take to travel manually using fast. I think it chooses, like, roughly, but I think in many cases it is still, it might work out faster for you to just travel there. Rather than relying on the in-game the fast travel clock. Right, what? Did she die? No, she's not. But I need to. I shot this guy like 8 times. Okay. There we go.
I feel sick to my stomach.
Come here.
You think I'm scared of you?
My prayers have been answered. Thank you, Lord.
Hold on, man.
Oh, that's quite horrible. Quite horrible. What in the blazes?
Okay. Ah! What the fuck?
Oh my!
There we go, finally. Alright. I want my horse back. Oh, fuck me!
I feel sick to my stomach.
Jump on!
They're just infinitely spawning in this area. Oh, you fucking mega cunt! Oh, it's gonna make my life fucking impossible, isn't it? They're just gonna keep spawning, aren't they? You assholes. Because we're meant to be down here looking for parts for Nigel West Dickens, but like, how obvious is it gonna be?
I truly thought I wasn't gonna see another dog.
I think this game... Wait, don't tell me it's... Oh, fuck, I can't do both. Oh god, fuck you Rockstar, fuck you, you assholes. So because I've done this, it can't handle me also being in that same area to find the parts. So we need to fucking leave the area, return her, and then go back. Assholes. Assholes.
How can I ever repay you?
Whoa!
What can this all mean? I don't understand what happened.
Let's go!
Oh, that's quite horrible.
I don't even know if I'm going the right way. I think I am. Yeah.
Just don't make sense. None of it.
Ah! What?
Sanctuary. Oh my!
Okay. Get there. Get there. Jesus.
Thank you for finding Minty. This is for you.
We all gotta pitch in when things this weird happen.
Oh yeah. All right, we lived. Freedom. We're not starting another one. Alright, you, where have you been? Okay. Because this game can't multitask, let's head back down the hill that we just came up from. There should be a law against that. Like, I don't know if those missing person posters have a set series of location or if they're kind of like random, you know, from a pool of locations in the map. But if it's from a pool of locations within the map, it should have been illegal for the game to pull that one while we are trying to do a mission in that area if we can't do both at once. But no, the way Rockstar do their business, you're positively not allowed to do anything other than the way they want you to do it. It is illegal to have fun in a Rockstar game. Fuck you.
Good night, you slippery booger.
Lamo. Horse, please. No, please. Horse, please. Alright, back up the frickin' hill again. Oh wait, no. I don't even know if he's up there. No, he's not. Can you imagine? Can you even think of how many times I would have fallen off my horse in the main game and in this one if it had the garbage implementation that Red Dead 2 has of horse physics?
Come on.
That just objectively made the game worse by adding physics to your horse. It was just a terrible, terrible, terrible decision by terrible, terrible, terrible people.
Come on. Come.
Hello. Goodbye.
Yeah.
I hope I haven't gotten my facts backwards about the don't fast travel thing if you're trying to save all the settlements on the map. I think that, like, when you fast travel, yeah, it does... It makes a sort of a guesstimate of travel time. But I do think that you are generally better off manually going from place to place to save them rather than... I seem to remember that being the case. But it is like 15 years ago, so... Okay.
Whoa.
Mr. Marston, my boy!
West Dickens.
Uh-oh.
Nigel.
You alive, old man?
Where are you, old man? You better not have gotten killed. Under here. Get out here.
Are you alone?
No. I brought
Chronically,
the great
sir.
mass hordes of the undead with me. Of course I'm alone.
Well, it's not the undead I'm worried about, dear boy. I kind of like them. It's the normal people I can't stand.
Normies. I hate
What's
them.
happened?
No, don't be like that. I haven't done anything, or stolen anything, or even lied that much.
What then?
A bunch of people just chased me out of town. They blame me for everything that's happened. I tell you, John Marston, I've been selling health tonics for years, from here to Timbuktu, and never once has there been a demonic bloodlust or the undead rising up. It's preposterous.
Okay.
No, they want to hang me. Me, an honest salesman. Can you believe that?
Salesman,
Snake oil
yes.
merchant who cried wolf.
Honest, less so.
Well, yeah, something like that.
Ah, you're heading to Mexico
I'm
as
headed
well.
south. I'm headed down to Mexico. I hear things are much better down there.
I get the impression they're going to be
The
worse.
climate and the nice locals, but
Because
also
if
the
you say they're
merciful
better,
lack of cannibalistic morons with infectious eye disease.
if this guy
Oh,
if this guy says that things are supposed to be better down in Mexico, you know they're going to be worse, right?
Sure.
Excellent. Just a moment. Okay. No, I don't.
Was that a trumpet? Or a bugle?
There. Let's see. No. Ah!
Ooh, blunderbuss.
Here you go.
I risked my life for this? A blunderbuss? Is this a joke? What is this, 1850?
Oh, ye of such little faith. You've been hanging around cattle and killers too long. You've got the compassion of a mass murderer and the intellect of a cow patty.
Wow.
Stick your faith in this gun where the sun don't shine.
This is the weapon of choice for demonic horde killers everywhere, from Romania to Edinburgh and all the other places
Edinburgh.
undead roam. You can put pretty much anything into it and blow a bunch of the buggers away in one go. Makes your rifle look like a pea shooter.
You better not be lying to me.
I'll know.
To you, John. To others, I admit the occasional sin of omission. But to you, never, dear boy. Now, wait. Yeah. Now, I am headed down to Mexico. Is there any chance that I will see you there?
Non-zero.
We shall see.
Well, if you're interested, I should be at Solomon's Folly in a few days, trying to figure out a way to get in.
In case you do this
Here,
before you do the stuff for
border
Seth.
It's not as open as it used to be. Ta-ta!
Now, when he says a few days, does he mean it? Do I have to actually? Surely not, right? Find a way into Mexico. Judge a man by the, and then it cuts off, so I don't know what it is. Complete cure. Just do the stuff for that. The blunderbuss is an explosive weapon that can take out multiple undead at once. It uses undead body parts as ammunition. Well, how do I get them? Also, where is it? Oh, blunderbuss. And I have a semi-auto pistol, apparently. Have I had that the whole time? Who knows? How do you obtain parts for it? Like ammo. So we had to save that. Then Cochinay, then it was Manzanita Post, or was it the other way around? It was probably Manzanita Post, then Cochinay. Then that has come up, so I think the next one that'll go is Thieves Landing, then Hennigan's Stead, then Armadillo. I think we would have done Twin Rocks after that. I think we did Ridgewood Farm before we went to Fort Mercer. Then I think we did Gaptooth, and then Rath's Killer, and then Plainview here. So that's the order in which they will go. They will continue falling. Right. American imperialism. Topical. Let's just do another check of where we're at. 6 more retchers. Get the army uniform, which we haven't even discovered how to get it. That treasure is in Mexico, we know that. That's just random. mostly. And then, yeah, 1 dead eye meter for all 4 undead. I can't remember the best way to do that. I think it's when trying to clear a large town, use bait to try and drag a bunch of them together. You just have to hope that all 4 types have spawned, I guess. Ooh. There he is.
Come
Somewhere.
on, load up now.
So yeah, that's a bit weird because
Mr. Marston.
he says, like, you do the thing at Benedict's Point there, which is like 2 seconds up the road, and he says, "Oh, I'll be in Solomon's Folly in a few days," and that's just down the road, and he's right there right now. But that's because we could have done his quest chain and then went and done the graveyard stuff for Seth, which would have left us at the other side of the map, and then it would have made more sense.
What's going on? You got a passage into Mexico?
Tell me about
For
your
me,
passage.
No, but for you, maybe. It all depends on your relationship with good old Uncle Samuel.
What are you talking about?
Well, the border is indeed
The army.
closed, but the army is sending a train down there. Now, whether it's to help the Mexicans there or to escape the problems here, I have no idea.
Is this how we find out about the army outfit?
I thought things were better in Mexico.
Well, better or worse, it's certainly different.
So why am I going and not you?
Well, that's a matter of age, dear boy. The army don't have many recruits with quite my level of experience.
You're too old. Got it.
So,
you are on your own. There's a train at Benedict Point, and it's leaving soon once they've got all of the soldiers rounded up.
okay.
And your venerable friend here has done some more help. I have found some less than happy campers who have given up on glory and abandoned Uncle Sam's ranks. They're hiding out at Scratching Post. One of them might give you a uniform.
Oh.
Okay.
Maybe CTO was right.
And what about you?
And it's not difficult.
Thank God, dear boy.
You just,
well,
you just
either
get the
that
outfit.
or Fort Mercer. Or perhaps it's time to meet my maker with drool coming out of my mouth and a lust for human blood.
Oh, put that tongue back in your
Take
mouth.
care of yourself.
I
went
always
AFK
do,
and
dear
came
boy.
back to hearing maybe CTO was right. So, we're headed to Mexico because there's a US Army train going there, despite the borders being closed. So we are set to find some deserters and maybe get a uniform from them. So I was saying, maybe you were right, that like, I thought the challenge would be discover the uniform and then have to fill out the requirements for it. But it looks like it might just be part of the story. Which would be a bit weird though. I still don't know. But it's certainly looking that way. Because it's like just kill one zombie
I must be dreaming.
once you get that outfit. Seems a bit daft, doesn't it?
Go.
This is really making me want to play Red Dead 2 again. And I wonder if I would, if I did it, if I would have a better time with it if I wasn't trying to stream it as well. I wonder if I'd just have like a smoother experience with it. The uniform you need is somewhere in the camp. You can choose to earn it by helping out the deserters or steal it and suffer the consequences. Oh wait. Oh wait, no, hold on. There's a retcher there, but is there a fat dude? There is a fat dude. Is there a... That doesn't seem to be one of the runners, which is sad. Oh, you know what? We'll still shoot a bunch of them. Because why not? What? Okay.
On to the next one.
I was running into a rock. That was the problem.
Go back to hell!
Damnation!
Fight you! You've got more of the freaks! Come on then, mister!
Whoa!
Guess what? You ain't eating me. How many times?
Tried to help. Alright.
I'm happy to school you and start a battle, sir. Sweet Lord.
Come on! Touch him back! Oh, God!
Stop shooting him.
You're making a big mistake here. I see you.
Goddamn demon! Form a perimeter! We don't want any more surprises!
Probably like most things. What? What you say? I wish they had spawned
Thanks for
one of
helping
the
out.
runners
They came
there.
out of nowhere. Anytime, partner. Say, you fellas have a spare uniform? What the hell for? My family's in trouble and I need to get over the border. I hear there's an army train going that way. Sure, what do I care anymore? You earned it. There should be one in the chest by the tent. Help yourself.
Cool. Boom, I earned it.
Thanks. I feel like such a noble patriot.
So... obtain and change into the US Army uniform. Kill a zombie with the explosive rifle while wearing the uniform. That's it, right? US Army uniform. Find a zombie. Blow it up.
Best of luck to you. Stay safe.
Where are all the zombies at?
Come.
There's usually one or two that spawn randomly in the wilderness. There's... look, I see fire. Let's go that way.
Go. Yeah. Hey.
Dang it! There probably won't be any at Benedict's Point, because that's where the train is. I just want one. I just need one. Just one rando zombie. Give it to me. Or is it not going to spawn them because we're in like mission? Oh, okay, there's one there.
Hold him out the perimeter. Help! Get the backside. Get the back. Get back. Come on.
I can help.
Out the back. Conserve your ammo.
Okay, here we go.
Oh God.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. Although I did get the achievement. I did get the achievement for the explosive rifle, so we did it. Oh wait, what? Okay, we got the achievement, but because I reloaded, it doesn't count. Okay, surely. Ah, there's one, right? Oh wait, no, you're. Okay, ah.
Look, what up?
There we go.
How long till that engine's ready? Come on, let's get this thing moving. Come on. Just getting on board. Gun him down.
Ah shit! I heard it coming. Fuck you, bitch. Whoop! Hello. on, how did that not kill you two? Assholes.
Kill every last one of them!
Stop moving! Get him. There we go.
Shoot! There's still a few left! Engines ready! Come on, man! Let's get the hell out of here!
You're welcome, boys.
You did real good, soldier.
Basic training was very thorough.
Well, that's good. These degenerates are only good at whoring and drinking.
I mean, I'm good at that too.
Let's roll out!
Nothing wrong with whoring and drinking.
Keep your eyes skinned for any more of those nightmarish fiends! So what am I dealing with here? Are you deserted?
Hell yes. No. Me? What?
Not exactly, sir. I got split up from my unit.
Which regiment?
I'm stationed up in West Elizabeth.
Were you involved in that Vanderlinde operation?
I did my part. Just kept my head down and followed orders. You know how it is. Thing was a bloody mess.
They're still coming!
Can't get me up here. I'm guessing this isn't all 4 types, but... Oh! Wait, Undead Hunter. No, that's just the... Yeah, it's not the Sharpshooter. Use a single explosion of a retcher to kill 2 other undead. Oh, that would have been nice if we could have got that there for blowing those ones up. I'm hearing a lot of them, I don't see them. Oh, okay, well, hold on. Get out of my way. Oh! Damn. Oh, I didn't mean that. Didn't mean to jump. Shit. Whoa! Oh, fucking hell. Now, one retcher to kill 2 others. Yes, we got it. Alright.
What's that up ahead?
I can't see. Is the bridge out? No. Oh, he's roadblock. Fuck, he's slowing down.
All right, every one of you clowns, get down and get the debris off the track. Let's go, let's go. Come on, soldier, move, move.
Alright, the sun is now directly in behind the window, so I'm gonna close the blinds.
All right, make Uncle Sam proud, soldiers. Come on. Clear the tracks quickly. Let's go.
Time to zombies. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna go do that now. Just gets really hard to see what I'm doing. This looks like it could include all 4 types of undead. Let me shoot him. Let me shoot him, pal.
Come on, we ain't got all day.
Alright.
Here come more of the bastards! Open fire!
Why can't I use my undead? What the fuck? What? It wasn't letting me use my undead meter there at the start. Oh, that's such horse shit. Fuck, this was a perfect opportunity! And it didn't let me do it. Asshole! It just wasn't working. Oh, I hate this game. Such hateful fucking cunts made this. Fuck. Fuck my fucking ballsack. God damn it.
Why the hell are you running? Ain't not one of you will walk out of here!
Well, that's only 2 types, but I bet you're not going to spawn anything else until they get rid of these ones, huh? People who don't want players to have fun made these fucking games. I swear to Christ. Fat cunt. There you go. Right, well nothing's gonna happen until I kill you, huh? Ah, whatever. You're fine. Damn, that was annoying.
Getting into Mexico.
I feel like the way Rockstar's development philosophy just interferes with having fun. Because, like, clearly, right, they had that moment where, I'm pretty sure that was all 4 types of undead. There was the Retchers, there was the heavy guy, there was one of the runners, and there was the fresh undead, right? There was 4 types. But they also knew, I fucking guarantee it, they also knew that they had that challenge that is 4 types of undead and 1 dead-eye meter. And they're just like, well, we can't fucking give that to them there, that's too easy. And I was like, so you arbitrarily fuck with it. That's not challenge, that's just cheating. And I know cheating, believe me. It just annoyed me. Kill 2 undead bears, 5 undead wolves, and 3 undead cougars using a torch. What? Fucking what? I'm never gonna do that! Oh god! Jesus. Okay. That's fine. Easy, right? That sounds like it's a problem for another day. It's probably fine. I feel like some sound effects were missing there, honestly. Yeah, we'll do it later. Travel to Las Hermanas. Unencountered times have been added to your territory map. Okay. So there's one all the way over there. Seem to remember Mexico being like a really frustrating or like a really difficult part of this, like keep the settlements alive thing, because they're so spread out. And that can make your life harder. But let's try our best. Okay, oh my god, what a loser. It's like a 4-foot drop. You're a mythical horse and the embodiment of the concept of war. And you can't go down a 4-foot fucking ledge. Loser. I saved your life, you're welcome. It moved. I don't get no respect. Kill those undead animals with a torch. How about I use my fiery horse instead? That seems fair.
Come on.
No?
Let's go.
Crap. Now we pass this town, Escalera. Oh, but it does. Okay, that's cool. I didn't think it was going to count. Fuck. Shit. Okay, this seems like a good candidate, right? I'm gonna die. Retchers, regulars, there's a heavy, and you're... Oh, shit, you are one of them. Right, okay, hold on. Ah! Ah! Okay. Fuck, that's not what I meant to do. Alright. Nope, 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 nope. There's gotta be a way to do this. We need to find the retchers and the heavy as well. Okay. Retcher, heavy, regular, and a runner. I need a runner. Ah, fuck me. No, not like this. There he was! Son of a fucking whore! I hate this game. It's so fucking bullshit. Oh, cunts. Alright. Now the fucking one, the runner is gone. Where the fuck does it go? Fuck this. Ah! Alright. Oh, I don't have Deadeye. This is a fucking fool's quest. Alright. Now I don't see a runner. Okay, regular, runner. Fucking god damn it! Nah, we're done. I'm done. I can't fucking stand this game's fucking shite today. I'm done. This game fucking makes me want to fucking shoot myself in the fucking head sometimes. I swear to God. It's not fair. Right, did we say, did it give us an autosave? It probably gave us an autosave after getting across the bridge. I can't fucking stand this right now. Oh, I fucking hate it sometimes. It's just so fucking unfair. It's just fucking impossible to do some of the shit it wants from you. Because the game is fucking... The controls are so fucking cunty. Fucking get so fucking mad at this fucking piece of shit game sometimes. Ah! Fuck! Right. I need to go. Because I'm so fucking triggered. It's fucking unbelievable. I want to fucking rip my own fucking eyes out. Right. We're back... supposedly tomorrow afternoon with Yakuza. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Thank you. Bye.